Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream.
Cat played a lot of Skyrim, and it was good. It was fun. We chilled. We had a good time.
Hopefully, everybody's doing okay.
We didn't have any money to do anything, really. You know, it was great.
I was eating watermelon.
More stuff. We didn't have any fucking money.
Let me take you down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose. You know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like 'em. I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down to White Run. She be on the Skyrim while I stream and beg. Crispy 60 frames on a Series S. I mean Series X, no wait, Series S. I lost so fucking much, I can't remember what I get. I got them spells, oh, I got that alteration. I trick a dent into giving up his entire pension. A little scratch for cat, yeah, you can feel the tension. I know a makeup glitch that probably needs her full attention. Come on, baby, we can go on down to White Run. Take off that tablecloth and I'll show you my Skyrim. You can beat a mount, I'll climb aboard and ride ya. Fuck it if Jasper dies, you know it's time to take a ride back down to White Run.
Man, have you guys been watching RTU's terrible ass coverage of the Switch 2, bro? We're gonna watch this, his predictions for the terrible fucking console. Alright, let's get into it, bro.
Let me in your sweet rose, you I cast a spell and make you go and clean the
Let me turn it down.
Cause
If
when
the
it's
buttons
only
will
you
work.
and I,
There we
don't
go.
wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down.
Alright. Let's get into it. Alright. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Hello, everybody. And welcome. Ah, my foot's caught. Welcome to the stream, bro. Alright, let's watch this garbage. I haven't actually watched this, so it'll be an experience for both of us.
Do you understand that there's going to be Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con drift just like the original Nintendo Switch?
Bro, what is with the
Nothing's
chickens?
changed. Nothing. Nothing's
What's
changed.
with the
Not a thing.
chickens?
Absolutely nothing's changed. Nothing.
Oh, the
Not
irony.
Nothing at all. Nothing has and nothing. Absolutely nothing has
Oh,
changed.
the irony.
Not an iota of change has come.
Just look at it as I stretch it.
Hello, everybody.
Really?
Do you remember Joy-Con drift from the original Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Cons as Joy-Con?
Okay, I gotta make off the top. What the fuck is up with the gayness and all the chickens and shit? Why is it that dude, you are high as fuck. Shaq, you got your Switch 2 today, bro? How do you like it? Let me know. Do you like it? Do you feel it was worth the money? I'm not really into it, not until they announce a new Zelda game. I want to see what they're going to do as far as Zelda before I commit to another Nintendo console. So, I might end up with one. I might not have one. It depends on what Zelda's like. You love it? Never played Tears of the Kingdom? Oh, hey, there you go. That should be good. I'm glad you're liking it, man. I want to see where everything lands before I commit. And I need to see Zelda before I decide anything. Because if the Zelda's gonna be booty, the Pokemon's gonna be booty. And if Pokemon's booty, Mario's gonna be booty. And I'm sorry, I want a really good Zelda. I really do. Bro, they're putting Twilight Princess in the GameCube shop. That's a plus. Okay. As a man that smokes more cannabis than 10 people combined? Rich, you are high as shit right here. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. You are high as shit right now, bro. Another 1,000 hours in it, then it's worth it for you, bro.
Drift, you probably got what it was about.
Look at this.
Anyway, Joy-Con drift sucked.
And what
happened was when your analog sticks wore out, essentially your character would continue to move. That's why it's called drift. Your character would drift because your analog stick was now defective. It was a big problem with the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, to the point that there was numerous class action lawsuits, which Nintendo hid behind their EULA and said, hey, you know, you signed this, we say that maybe arbitration is the best you'll get. That's
they
it.
Can't do that.
We'll work something out with you behind the scenes and not keep it public. Nintendo finally actually addressed this, saying, look, we know there's a problem. Nintendo president came out and said, look, we know there's a problem. You could send your Joy-Cons in to get fixed. But the fundamental problem with the Joy-Cons and their analog sticks was never fixed. It continued to be a problem until, well, now we're on to the Switch 2. 40% of people who owned a Nintendo Switch dealt with Joy-Con drift.
Bro,
think about that. That's like Xbox 360 Red Ring of Death numbers almost. It was really bad, and still.
Bro, why couldn't you use just your regular background? Why do you have to have all this weird stuff in your video? Is it to distract from the fact that your arm has a fat pussy crease? How does it feel knowing that you're a grown-ass man with pussy lip arms, bro? You're that fucking thing from Rick and Morty that Rick takes around while he destroys the planets that has the boobs on the elbows. Except for boobs, you have vaginas for arms, bro. What the fuck is that? Why do you have a crease in your arm, bro? Put a browser symbol.
It is really
pussy
bad.
Lip arms,
well, guess
bro.
what? Your Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons are going to have the same issue. iFixit actually did a teardown of the Joy-Cons for the Switch 2, and this is what they found. Enjoy.
Nintendo confirmed back in April that they wouldn't be using Hall effect sensors in these sticks, which makes sense because the new magnetic attachment mechanism would interfere. But that wouldn't stop them from going with TMR, which is less susceptible to magnetic interference. But whatever tech they use, joysticks are high-wear components, which makes them high priority for repairability. Turning the Joy-Con back over, I can unclip the housing from the orange bracket underneath the mainboard and release the stick. Opening up the housing and, drumroll please, nope, no TMR, just the same problem we've had since 2017. Joysticks using the same drift-prone potentiometer tech as always, as far as we can tell at least. Maybe there's a more durable material in the tracks or something else we can't see, but we haven't yet met a potentiometer-based stick that's drift-resistant.
Now you may say to me, well, Rich, you always say that it's a good thing that the Joy-Cons are detachable from the Switch 2, so if your Joy-Cons start having drift, it sucks and it's expensive to get new Joy-Cons, but at least you don't have to get a whole new system or take your system apart like you would with an ROG Ally or a Steam Deck. And yes, you're right, I have said that, but here is the thing that makes it hit a little different with the Switch 2. How much are the Joy-Cons for the Switch 2? They're teetering on about $100. How much was your Switch 2 if you didn't get the Mario Kart bundle? $450? If you got the Mario Kart World bundle, $500? Think about that real hard. The Joy-Cons for the Switch 2, let's say you got the Mario Kart World bundle, are a fifth of the price of the console you just purchased, or almost a quarter of the price if you got it without Mario Kart World. So Nintendo is making you spend close to $100 on the Joy-Cons, and they're absolutely going to break. It's 100% that they're going to have Joy-Con drift. 40%. Oh, they're using the same tech. I fixed it, showed it to you. It's not even different. So unless there's something that Nintendo fixed with the Joy-Cons and the Switch 2 that maybe you're not seeing at the surface level, and maybe some engineer behind the scenes can explain it, there's going to be drift again. And unless it's Hall sensors, it's all but guaranteed, no matter what quality the analog sticks are, that Joy-Con drift is going to become a thing. So here, what bothers me too is that, look, I've defended the price of the Switch in terms of the features and the specs that you're getting essentially since the beginning. But you're going to have the controls, which I understand they're detachable and replaceable, and unlike your competitors, which the Steam Deck and ROG Ally and consoles like that are competitors to the Switch 2. But your pricing of the Switch 2, Nintendo, is in the same ballpark, yet you're still offering crappy analog sticks, and if people want to replace the Joy-Cons, they got to spend $100 to do so? It's not a good look, Nintendo.
Bro, Rich, why can't you just use your natural background and add a blur filter to your natural background, dude? That blue room with the lights and the monitors was way better than whatever the fuck this is. This is creepy. You are a 43-year-old man. Why are you so obsessed with fucking Bill Gates? I know, Max. Fucking SMH, bro. Rich is a total dork.
Nintendo, and to not improve the quality of the Joy-Cons after the huge backlash you got with the original Switch and the class action lawsuits that were filed against Nintendo numerous times, even though they were thrown out in court because of Nintendo's EULA. It just isn't a good look, and it's very anti-consumer to not fix this issue. And you know, with the genius engineers that are at Nintendo, they could have. This is Rich of Tomorrow signing out. Buckle up when you need new Joy-Cons, because it's going to be expensive for your Switch 2. Have a good one. Hey, if you watched the whole video, what the hell are you doing? You're not subbed yet? Click that sub button. I live stream here all the time.
He milked the shit out of that. And no, Walmart was never, ever trying to cancel your fucking order, you nerd. Alright. Let's watch his terrible-ass predictions video.
A Steam Deck, and I have an ROG Ally, or...
Bro, I never watched this video.
Piece of poultry
what the hell?
The original Nintendo Switch was launched, and I did a gigantic Switch video showing off all the Switch's different models and accessories. Now here we are, almost a decade later.
Again, what is your problem?
To the original Switch.
Why do you do so much gay shit, dude?
Switch, but you get my point.
This is extremely weird.
You're horrible.
Just look at it as I stretch it.
So, hello, how are you doing?
Hard in your face.
You're probably wondering if I am getting a Nintendo Switch 2. So let's start with that. I am, I think. I had a pre-order at Walmart.
I don't know.
I spoke to them today, and they canceled my pre-order.
I'd like to belch directly in your face right now.
No, I'm just kidding you. I'm just kidding you. They didn't. Actually, I spoke to a dude. He was very nice.
Arms I've ever seen.
And he said, "Look, you saw the charge on your card, right? Yes.
Gay.
We're seeing the charge here, meaning Walmart, the guy from customer service. You're good. It's cleared.
Can't you just
we got the money.
Your regular
we
background?
have the unit for you. It just may not be there on the 5th. It may actually be there like 48 hours afterwards." I'm like, you know what? Whatever. That's fine.
Use his normal
I was gonna go out anyway and film me trying to get a Switch at a brick and mortar store. We're probably going to go to never mind. I'm not going to tell you.
Bro, he has to.
And there's no way in hell I'm live streaming it, but we're going to film it, and it's going to be a good time. Not really at all. It's actually supposed to be hot tomorrow, and I don't really feel like sitting out in the sun, but I'm going to do it anyway. For a Switch 2. And for science. Also, too, huge shout out to everyone who checked out my ASMR channel. Random little plug in the middle of this video. I have another ASMR video coming on portable clone consoles like the Trim UI Brick and the, can I get one right now? The Miu Mini and the Miu Mini Plus. I have a lot to say on them, and yes, this time I am going to do a soft-spoken video and not whispered. I listen to the criticisms in the video. As a matter of fact, as you're watching this, I will be recording that video.
For curbside,
and I think I'm going to have my groove there. That is the most boomer thing I've ever said. Just Tech25 ASMR. Link to the channel below in the description. Let's see if we get it to 1,000 subs. So it's interesting to look back on the Switch because I was very negative with Nintendo at the time when I started hearing rumors about the Switch. I was just like, oh god. Well, it was called the Nintendo NX at the time, and I remember sitting there thinking, they're trying to make a portable console that you could dock to the TV, so it's going to be underpowered. It's not going to have games that are going to compete with Sony and Microsoft. I understand Nintendo goes to their own beat of their own drum, but nonetheless, it's like you just had this huge failure with the Wii U. And because you marketed it poorly, now you're going to just put out a portable that you could dock to a TV?
Rich,
what are you doing, Nintendo?
Why are you a weirdo?
I was very wrong about that. Nintendo knew what they were doing. And the Switch has been a wild success with over 150 million units sold. And looking back on the Switch, it's interesting to see the market that Nintendo opened beyond the Switch. The big reason we're seeing consoles from Valve with the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally and the various different GPD models and Aya Neo and a bunch of other companies making portable computers,
I really wish
is because Nintendo with the Switch made companies realize, hey, people just want to play the same AAA games they're playing at home on the go. And it's not that this was the first piece of tech to do where, you could play it portably and dock it to a TV. As a matter of fact, NVIDIA, before they joined forces with Nintendo and they made the chip in here for the original Switch, the Tegra X1, and they're making the chip for the Switch 2, there was other forays into the hybrid portable console scene, like there was the tablet from NVIDIA, which you could use with the controller and hook it up to a TV, and you could play games like Half-Life 2. They said with the power of Tegra, you could play games like that. And it was cool. It was like, oh, wow, especially at the time, this is going back pre the Switch. So that was really bleeding edge tech to be able to play a game like Half-Life 2 on the go and then hook it up to your TV, but it wasn't seamless. No one got the seamless part like the Switch got down, where you just plop this in the dock and then you get the picture right up on your TV, and you could either use your Joy-Cons or a Pro Controller. It wasn't done as well as Nintendo did it.
That's thanks to the
what was amazing
Type-C
about that too
bro.
is the games that you saw due to the success of the Switch that developers really, they got is it a square peg in a round hole? Yeah, I think so. Witcher 3, Doom, and Doom Eternal are the first ones that come to mind. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, was a pretty sloppy port, but there was also Zombie Army 4 I'm thinking of off the top of my head, and many other games that you would have never thought that you would see running, like Dying Light. I understand it's an 8th gen game, and actually it was supposed to come out in some way, shape, or form for the 360 and PS3, but it's a great port. It's a solid 30 FPS. It looks great. If you're looking for a way and you just have a Switch and don't have a Steam Deck or a device like it.
What the fuck was that?
It looks great on the OLED, especially Dying Light, and it's a really well done port. Techland put a lot of their heart and soul into that port, and it shows. So that was one thing that was cool about the Switch.
I'm ready to move to PC.
It was the first time they made a hybrid console that was tolerable, Nintendo, where you could just dock it, pull it out of the dock, and it was instant. And it was a hybrid device where you were getting a decent amount of the AAA third-party experiences, the same ones you have on home consoles, on the go. And we haven't seen it like that before. If you think before the Nintendo Switch, you know, there was the 3DS, the 2DS, the DS, Game Boy, blah, 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 blah. Most of the time, the games were a different experience than you would get on your home console or PC counterparts because the hardware was so limited. Whereas with the original Switch, yes, the Tegra X1, even when they launched the Switch, was pretty outdated. But nonetheless, it was powerful enough that you were seeing current gen games come to the Nintendo Switch console. Now, as time went on, then the Switch got older, and we started going from the late 8th generation to now the 9th generation of consoles, which, in my opinion, barely feels like it should have existed. You saw less and less ports to the Nintendo Switch. But, you know, it was the first time you, like, I remember I could not compute that Doom 2016, that just a little over a year before came to the PS4, the same game was coming to the Switch. You know, it was the first time I experienced something like that. And I'm sure it was many other people too. Then we got the Steam Deck, and that was a big deal. Obviously, it hasn't sold as many units as the Switch, but companies realized that people want these AAA experiences on the go. The Switch made the companies realize that, and you started seeing offerings from like GPD and INEO trying to make a PC version of the Nintendo Switch, essentially. And then you had Valve, which really made it happen with the Steam Deck, where with SteamOS, you have a consoleized experience of PC games on the go, or you could actually dock the Steam Deck as well. Now, what's interesting is as much as I was in love with the Switch, especially when it first came out, it was those consoles, like the PC Switch-looking like consoles, that I ended up leaning towards, because most of the games I play, I know Nintendo's IPs are fantastic. I don't care if I'm 50, I'll still be playing platformers from Nintendo. But mostly I like the AAA third-party experiences, games like Elden Ring,
because you're a consumer.
Doom, Fear, the list goes on and on.
Bitch,
and those games I could play on the Steam Deck, and I don't have to do port begging.
That's all I do,
Whereas
too.
if you just stick to consoles like the Switch, you got to do that. You know, and later on in the generation, I stopped playing the Switch, and the experiences I want, I could get on PC-based hardware. But we have to remember is that even though I lost interest in the Switch because I could get my experiences I wanted on other hardware, it was because of the Switch.
You said it, Shaq.
I feel strongly that we got those other pieces of hardware from Valve, from
dickers.
Asus, from GPD, from INEO.
Right,
if it was not for the Switch, I don't think any of those consoles would exist. Hey everybody, your favorite fat regard from the future, realizing that I didn't talk about my Switch 2 predictions.
You fat
which
bitch.
Would have essentially made this video useless.
This video is useless.
I never said I wasn't an idiot, but here are my predictions. So do I think the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a successful piece of hardware for Nintendo? Yes. I think it is going to sell well. However, with that being said, I don't think it is going to do original Switch numbers.
I think
it's essentially going to be Nintendo's 3DS to Nintendo's DS. The Switch 2 is going to be the 3DS, and the original Switch, in terms of sales numbers and relevancy, is going to be the DS. And I could be wrong about that, and maybe the Switch 2 will outsell the original Nintendo Switch, but I just don't think so for several factors. And the first one being is the price of the Nintendo Switch 2. The bare bones kit or setup or whatever the hell you want to call it is $450 US. And if you want to get it with Mario Kart World, which is the better value, if you could find that whole
he
pack
has
or
so
whatever the
many
hell it
bad takes, bro.
is $499 US. The original Switch was $299 US. You are almost asking double the price. Okay, 2/3. I don't know. Whatever. It's $200 more than the original Switch. It's $499 or $150 more. Oh my God, I can't math. Shut up. So you have that going against it. It's going to cost more. Games are going to cost more. People aren't happy with the
Bro, can I ask you,
key
why are you
cartridges,
holding onto
which
that
essentially
bottle?
is a way
Are
to have
you
a
nervous?
physical access code to your game,
Are you
but it doesn't
nervous?
actually
Are
have
you
the game on the
stemming
Switch
right
2
now?
key
Aw,
cart.
guys,
It's
he's
just
nervous.
like having a USB drive. It has the license for the game on there, and if you don't have the card, you can't play the game even if you have it downloaded. I mean, it's better than having just a piece of paper and a code inside of a Switch box. A lot of companies did that, but I understand it's a sign that we're essentially seeing
it's
all but dead.
What is it a
physical
sign
media.
of?
And if for
Oh,
the
the
collectors
death of
out there,
physical
I
media.
totally understand why you hate that and you think it sucks. But with that being said, it is the Switch 2. They did do substantial updates to the hardware, which had a little bit more GPU grunt, but nonetheless, here we are. They have things like 120 hertz screen, HDR10, and they have Duskbloods coming from Software, and you're going to have Elden Ring on there, even though you could play that 1,000 different ways. Speaking of which, I almost forgot to bring up this point. Here's another reason why the Switch 2 may not sell as well. Now, I'm looking right here on the screen. I understand
won't sell as well.
The Steam Deck did not
you
do
couldn't have been
Switch
more wrong.
numbers. It's sitting at around 4 million units sold. But that did open up doorways for consumers who, before handhelds like the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, GPD Win, the whole list I've named before, the Switch was the only place that was a go-to place for AAA games that gave you the full experience.
It's only $3.99?
Just with pared down graphics.
Damn,
on
I
the
thought
go.
the Steam Deck was so much more.
Was announced for the Switch, and I almost crapped my pants. Turds just started flying everywhere, and it was tragic.
What is wrong with you?
Turds. But that was a mind-blowing thing at the time. It wasn't normal to get the same full-fat AAA experience on the go. Now in 2025, people don't think anything of it. And with the Steam Deck especially, you have a consoleized gaming, PC gaming experience on SteamOS. And SteamOS is coming to other hardware from Lenovo, like the Legion Go, another console Switch-like PC handheld. And it's also on the ROG Ally X, which I have one of those. I probably should put SteamOS on there. So you get my point. So people who may have just been into like getting The Witcher 3 and playing it on the Switch and other games like that, due to the other hardware choices, which were, let's keep it real, inspired by the Nintendo Switch.
Bro, it really
there's
does
more
suck
choices.
that games
There's
are
more
getting
options
sub
than
60
just
frames a
Nintendo's
second,
hardware.
sounding like Phil
And people
for a
are like,
second.
hey, I don't have to port bag. I have a Steam Deck and I have an ROG Ally or a Lenovo Legion Go S, and I can play whatever PC games come out so long as these Lenovo Legion Go can handle it on Steam anywhere I go. And I don't have to be in Nintendo's walled garden. So those were things that weren't even a thought when the original Switch came out. You have the more expensive price. You have other options out there. Again, even though they don't sell as nearly as much as the Nintendo Switch did. So that may break up the pie for Nintendo, whereas many other people in 2017, this was their go-to AAA handheld
What a bad
gaming
take.
device. However, I do think the Switch 2 will do big numbers. It has the third-party support, like I said, and the price for what you're getting isn't completely out of control. It's still a lot more expensive than the original Switch, but it's fair. You know, 2025, everything's expensive and everything sucks. So there's that too. One thing I wanted to mention too, and it makes you realize how time flies and how something like a console could send you, when there's a successor and you think of the previous console, could kind of send you back in a time warp, you know. In a weird way, it feels
What
like
gay shit
just
are you
yesterday
talking about now?
when the Switch came out. But when you really think about it, it wasn't
you ever
just
think-
yesterday. You know, I think back to 2017, and yeah, that was 2 homes ago I was in. My first son was not even a year old. There were people that were here that are no longer here, and the so many aspects of my life
what in the cope and bullshit
you know, and you don't think
talking
about that.
fat boy?
When you're holding what's a current
fuck
gen
are you
piece
talking
of hardware,
about,
it's just
bitch
something that you
tits?
play games on, and it's a means to an end. And it's not that I'm getting sentimental over the Switch. I'm not in the slightest. But
I'm
when
about
a new
to call
piece of
you
hardware
foul
comes
name,
out,
bitch tits,
you know,
Zoidberg ass motherfucker.
you close your eyes and you think back to that, and it kind of puts you back in that place where you were.
You
when
were in the
console
military in
originally launched. You're like,
2017,
oh my God,
bro. That's
things
crazy.
have really changed. So it's not necessarily the hardware that you're getting sentimental about. It's not with me anyway. This launch, I'm in a much different place in my life than I was when the Switch 2 launched.
Are you
And
gonna
it makes
bring
you
up your
realize
kids
how
and
fast
cry
time
like a
flies, so.
fucking homo again?
This is Rich Tomorrow, signing
This
out.
is Rich Tomorrow.
Hopefully you get a Switch 2.
Signing out.
One way or the other. Like I said, I'm getting one. Just hopefully Walmart doesn't cancel my order completely. Because even though they said they're not going to, and the guy was very nice on the phone, I don't trust Walmart. Anyway, make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you sub to Tech25 ASMR, and I'll be streaming again real soon. And one way or the other, when I get the Switch 2, I'll stream some Mario Kart World. Have a good one, everybody. Hey, if you watched the whole video,
idiot.
what the hell are you doing? You're not subbed yet? Click that sub button. I live stream here all the time.
God, he is fat as shit. Oh my God, is he fat as hell, bro? He is fat. Oh my God, is he fat? I mean, I'm fat. Look at this. Ah. But he is fat as shit. I'm like leaning forward. I can sit up straight. Right? But Rich can't sit up straight. He is fat as hell. Oh my God, he's fat. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong one. Bro, let's check out what Kino Casino has said about Rich. Ba-da-ba. Lol cows. Review tech. Let's view the playlist. Okay, let's go to the newest ones all the way here at the bottom. Ba-ba-da-bum. 2 days ago. All right.
Let's skip over that.
This one is, I put it in here on the break,
Hi, big
you know,
guy.
in case of emergency. Let's get into
Let's go into
our friend.
Review Tech USA, and then let's have a look at the newest fill that came out.
Okay.
I'm interested in the newest fill.
Yes. All right,
So
folks.
let's
Review
just start
Tech.
off with miscellaneous Review Tech.
All right.
So this is just a whole hodgepodge of various Review Tech content that we just haven't got around to doing because he's so irrelevant and boring. But it appears as though Dickers has decided to outflank us from the right. And let's have a look.
Okay.
If I'm down with Sig Heil,
boys.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, buddy! Rich of
Shout out
Review Tech
007.
USA is unironically supporting Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. He is party now to the atrocity known as the Holocaust, where 6 million Jews died. He thinks it's funny. He dances on their graves. And I've even heard him be known to say, the word on the street is that he says it was a good thing. Look at that.
Jeez,
Play it again. They're calling him Dick.
if I'm down with Sig Heil,
He's down with Sig Heiling.
Wow. Alexa,
Wow.
play Erica.
if I'm down with Sig Heil,
Whoa,
Okay,
buddy.
okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Become a Groiper, guys.
No,
All
don't.
right, this is a crazy seed session by Dickers. This is one of the wildest ones I think we've seen yet. Let's have a look.
All right.
Do you think mocking my kid is okay? Just curious.
Do you think mocking my kid is okay?
Oh, hey! Shout out to It's Kinda Sav, bro. Shout out to the
They're
homies.
dunking on him. They're clowning him. He's angry. He's seething. He's
Look at
seething.
him.
You
Look at him.
fried a fucking egg on top of his bald ass head. You brought it back a few frames there.
Okay, let me go
Bring
back.
it back. It's just like watch like how angry he is. Just bring it back right there. Look at him. Zoom in. Bro,
Look at how mad he is, bro.
He's mad. Oh no, Dickers.
Does she have an answer? Let's see.
Nobody mocks your f***ing kid, dumbass. They mock your priorities.
They mock your.
They mock my priorities? Oh,
Yes.
Yes, Rick. Yes.
okay.
You
Well,
spend
let me,
no time with your kids. You're an absentee, deadbeat father that lives with his parents and never sees his kid. And it's all true, Rich. It's all true.
It's unbelievable that he watches himself get felted for more people to see.
I don't understand. Like, he wants to be a victim so bad. It's like you're a grown ass 40-year-old fucking man with balls.
Shout out to Sav, bro.
Nobody
Look at those
sees you as
titties.
the fucking victim. You victimize yourself.
Yeah, he's in a 3-family home, they're saying now?
Let's take a look see here.
He's in a 26
Fathering,
family
He's the
house.
size of a family.
But so are
Size of a
you.
gas giant.
You say you're a bad
Anchor
father.
of the
That's a
solar
just.
system. Fuck.
As a fellow man of calories, so
Oh,
are
really?
you.
Okay. I got that.
So
too.
bad.
Oh,
He's
my
debunking it.
God.
Like, Rich,
Ew.
calm down.
Imagine
bro. Like, he
debunking a
takes
diss.
all the shit so seriously. People are making fun of me. I'm gonna debunk this joke. It's like, Rich, how old are you, bro?
Bro, I
How
wanna go
long
grab-
have you been
I'm gonna go
doing
grab
this
another
for?
beer. Watch out,
And you
Pete.
still don't know
Watch
how
out,
it
co-host.
works. Oh man.
You're a your dad hates you. You work with
right.
these fucking listen.
So-
make sure you see this
my
bit.
Thing is, like, he demands that everybody be so nice and so precious to him. Oh, Rich is about positivity. And then he goes off and calls a woman a cunt and all this crazy shit, just seething in rage. It's like, Rich, like, get a grip, buddy.
You can't act like this with your shirt
He
off
doesn't
and your
know that-
rolls hanging.
Bro, like, what? Who do you think you are? Oh, man.
Bitch, make sure you
fat.
see it.
You got the
He's
tattoo
fat.
DSP. I always
He's
laugh.
so fat, it's not even
The
funny,
reason
bro.
why you're in this
Yeah.
group because you didn't get the acceptance you wanted to when you were growing up. These guys make
Is
you
that
feel
how you
this way.
justify
So
it,
you
then?
Okay, all right.
Are we
Professional
supposed
therapist,
to
Rich.
believe that Rich was the fucking prom king, Chad, captain of the football team that f***ed all sorts of bitches in high school and college? And, you know, no, this is pure projection from Rich. He's projecting his own insecurities of his adolescence onto other people. And that's how he feels. Now he has a club where he's the cool kid and Jostler thinks he's badass. It's pathetic there.
They're calling him a Dr. Dickers.
get this
Officer
fills this
Dickers.
fucking giant void in your life. You're a husk of a human
What?
being.
Rich, that's you.
Whoa,
That's you. Phil fills a void in your life because you're a husk of a human being and you don't want to accept responsibility for the children that you created with Lauren
God
or
damn.
moving out of your
It's
parents'
true.
house or
It's
being
true.
self-sufficient or getting a job or losing the weight. So what you do instead is you
Oh,
try
it's
and pick
me.
on Phil.
It's me! He did run from me, bro. He ran from me. He did run from me, dude.
You think I care about this shit? Ask me if I care about this shit.
Where'd that fat boy go? He did run from me. Bro, he ran from me.
I'm not loyal to anybody. I'm a demon. I have no loyalty.
Where did that fat boy go?
Never did, never will.
Dude, I hate Le Jostler too. He's such a fucking douche. He's such a nut hugger. He's such oh god, if I could say what I truly felt without facing repercussions, bro, I would. Bro, you're a weirdo. Everybody dude, when you go to Blue Sky, right, and you start talking shit about me a place where I don't have a profile, I have no presence, and I have no intention of creating a profile. Bro, how are you gonna talk shit that I run away from y'all when you guys literally ran to a hug box to talk behind my fucking back? You couldn't come to me like men. You couldn't step to me like men. You ran away to your little fucking hug box of pedophiles, bro, on Blue Sky.
Bill, to make yourself feel better. That's what it is. It's straight up what it is. And you need to stop coping, bro.
Oh, Ames, don't talk about me running away.
Yes.
What do you know about how I raise my kids? What, pissed off because Lauren was talking when we were on and off? You saw that DM?
Bro.
That's no
Not
excuse.
anymore, bro.
Like, Lauren came
that's
out
why
and
he's afraid
exposed
now.
you as having not seen your kids. You're an absentee father who only visited your daughter 2 or 3 times while she was in the hospital
over
blind.
6 months.
Okay? That's the reality. We've also
3
seen
times in 6 months.
you neglect your kids in order to be a YouTube live streamer. And your mom have to come into the room and give you a reality check that you need to take care of your kids and put them to bed properly.
Yup.
But instead, you put the burden on your elderly parents who you live with well into middle age, bro.
He's admitted this.
So we've all seen this. He can continue to go, it's debunked or it didn't happen. But we've all seen the DMs. We've all seen the fucking videos. It's time to just accept some level of respect.
I'm going to add to that. He said on stream, verbatim, if my children need something while I'm streaming, their grandfather and their uncle are usually in the living room and can go to them before they need to come to me. He uses them like landmines so his children don't have to go to him for problems. Bro, he depends on his family to raise his kids. And it's not just a conspiracy. He's literally, at every turn, he's proven it. Right? At every fucking turn, he's proven it. To the point they're complaining about him on social media. Bro, it's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Responsibility, Rich. Or, here's another concept. It's similar to Ricada. You could just shut the fuck up about it and stop feeding the trolls.
Oh my God.
Which you tell.
Bro, if you shut the hell up and just let Kino Casino go, they wouldn't have brought up the Dropbox. You know why they brought up the Dropbox? Because you made it public, you dipshit. Fuck, I can't stand this. He's like, it's been debunked. You can't debunk something that you brought up, you fucking tard.
Tell Boogie to do and Wings to do and Phil to do, but you never do yourself. Why are you so worried what some random person online thinks about you? The reason you're so worried is because it's true and you're insecure about it, and so therefore you lash out about it, you gelatinous fuck.
Imagine blinding your daughter and then never seeing her. Couldn't be me. Yeah, imagine. So you like that? So
he's short-circuiting. He's short-circuiting. He's discombobulated. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt, Joe. Oh, he's rocked.
Are you stupid?
No,
I know you're disingenuous, but are you stupid?
Then why are you responding? Then why are
he's
you
dumb?
responding? For $5,
retard,
he's letting this guy live rent-free.
It's not even his donos, right?
Wait, no, you're right. It's not even his dono. It's somebody else's dono. He didn't even make $5.
So imagine I blinded my daughter. I blinded my kid.
You did.
All right.
Why are you?
Homeboy, it's without question you fucking did, fatso. You gave her the medication that resulted in the adverse side effects that caused her to go blind. That's not us saying that. You feel guilty, and you said it yourself, bro. I wish I had the clip.
And then never seeing her.
Up. Like, imagine like you're a new viewer and suddenly Rich starts talking about how he blinded his daughter. Wouldn't she like scratch his man? Like,
he did blind his kid.
What do you mean he blinded?
Why is this allegation
Why is
out?
there even an allegation that you blinded your daughter? Did you? Is she blind? He's like, well, yeah, she is blind, but So you blinded her that. No, I didn't blind her. I just gave her the medication that did. Oh, so you blinded her. No. I'm telling you, it's a troll narrative. Like, come on, man. You make this shit too easy, Dickers.
Yep.
That's why you always face the paddle bent over like a bitch.
You know what's so funny about going back to RTU after months? We come back to it, it's the same
He's in
topic.
the same place,
Same.
yeah.
And that, in a sense, that's why Review Tech and Phil Burnell are brothers, because it's always the same shit.
It's because he's retarded
Day
and has
after
autism.
day, week after week, month after month, year after
He
year.
lives in cycles
it's the
of
same victim
repetitious
mentality and
stupidity.
crime constantly on loop over and over.
Yeah.
Which that's also not true. Okay, listen. I'm
It's
glad
not
I at least showed who you truly are. That's all I had to do.
Okay? They never tried
it's
to
always-
hide it. Like you said, I exposed you for... They're doing it in front of their audience and getting money for it, you idiot. Wait, oh, well, my audience of fucking spurgs that ball wash me no matter what. Now they won't go support... They were never going to support them in the first place because their content is dunking on you. You didn't win anything. And now here you are. You're talking about how other people are obsessed with Phil to fill the void in their life. Now here you are doing Phil again.
By the way, with the green screen, he looks like he's like a little action figure, doesn't he?
Oh my
He looks like
God.
an action
He
figure
does.
in
buddy.
Phil's
He's fucking
house.
Giant Phil.
He's like the pig from Toy Story, you know?
To people that are parents, and she's like, your ex said this, which Lauren isn't my ex. She's still with me, but yeah, she was pissed at me at the time.
ex at the
She was
time,
mad
you
because I was
fucking
we were.
loser.
So she
'cause we've
told
been
the
off-
truth. Like, I don't know what to say, Rich. Like, just because somebody's mad at you doesn't mean that what they said wasn't true.
Exactly.
I'm going to venture to say it was true based on all that we know about you, bro.
Exactly. And if it wasn't the fucking truth, fat boy, why was Lauren saying this shit on Facebook? If it isn't the truth, why was she pissed off at you, bro? Because it is the truth. It is the truth. Just because y'all dumbasses got back together doesn't mean it's suddenly not the truth. Bro, it's true.
Which is that you're a terminal shut-in that's lazy as getting high all day. Like, if you're taking edibles every single day, do you really think you're driving your kids around or going to go see them or taking care of them in any form or fashion? No. And we know by the amount of hours that you poured into Elden Ring, which I think it was 700 hours he put into Elden Ring. He was playing this game 80 hours a week.
Damn.
When were you finding time to take care of your kids high on edibles playing Elden Ring for 70, 80 hours a week?
Damn, I was high on
It's just
edibles playing
offensive to
Elden
people's
Ring, too.
intelligence to claim otherwise. But, you know, the people who follow this guy aren't intelligent. They're people that are mentally unwell. They're like Phil's fans. They're dense and fucking wheelchairs and shit like this. People that grew up watching Review Tech. You know,
Right.
they were in high school or whatever 10 years ago. And they've just decided to latch onto that parasocial relationship because they have nothing in their lives and give this walrus money. But it doesn't mean that he's
Because
actually
it's all
a
they
you know, a
do,
developed
bro.
adult. He's a fucking bum.
Bro, that's all they
Oh,
do.
yeah,
They're parasocially retarded, bro. Look at it this way. Rich is the friend that they want, but the person they don't know, if that makes sense. Right? They want to be Rich's friend. They have this idealized version of himself, which he presents on screen, which isn't his true self. So they parasocially befriend this character that Rich presents himself as, right? And then they start throwing money at him thinking this guy is my friend, not knowing that the person that they know is just a character, right? And that Rich behind the scenes is just using these people, preying on their parasocial nature to farm money from them. And that's what they don't understand. And they can hate me all they want, and they can dislike me, but this man is parasocially, like, vampirically sucking the life out of you people. Right? And you guys, you stupidly thank him for it. But think objectively. Take the goggles off and think for 5 fucking minutes. What does he give you? What does he offer you? What does he do that is worth the money that you're giving him? And are his gimmicks and constant begging for tips and subs and shit, is it worth your time? The answer is obviously fucking no. Because your money could go to something more worthwhile, right? You could burn it in the middle of your living room and get heat from that fire, and it still be more beneficial to your survival than giving it to this fat clown. This fat clown is so goddamn fat, he has developed a goddamn uniboob. He looks like 2 people stacked on top of each other, like one person is fucking piloting the mech midget from the bottom, right? But the top of the midget is so goddamn fat, it covers the bottom midget. Bro, stop giving this guy money. Just think objectively for 5 fucking minutes. What does he give you that you haven't seen before? Bro, all he fucking does is fucking played out Tim and Eric skits from the mid-2000s. Big ups to you, Vexer, man. How are you? You know? What does he give you? And more importantly, why do you guys have a parasocial relationship to the point you feel you need to defend this person from criticisms of other people? Can you answer that? Like, what is he giving you that is worth your time enough to defend him, to come out here and say, I'm gonna stick my neck out for this guy? What? He doesn't care about you. He doesn't give 2 shits about you. And if you contradict or say something he doesn't agree with, he will ban you instantly, bro. What does he offer that is worth the money that you people give him? Nothing. The music, bro. Bro, my Benjamin's hitting pretty fucking good. I'm out here bitching. But like in an intellectual way.
Some new person here turns Coke garbage, 3 months old here only, goes 700 hours? What? Yes, there is screenshots of him playing like 80 hours a week.
Just go to his Steam profile. It'll still be there.
It's
the amount of hours that he played, unless he privated it now.
Yeah.
And we've been off again, and I was talking to someone else, and it made her mad. I've made all this public.
You were talking to Betty Boop. We saw the text messages, homie.
You're gonna be really happy to know that you're breaking up a family. He's laying right next to me. He doesn't see his kids as it is. You're ruining their lives.
Absolutely 110 fucking % pathetic, bro. You want to talk about 8-bit Derek out here gooning over women, bro. Out here pissing his fucking draws, right? But you don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about how Becky Boop, bro. Let's talk about how you paid Becky Boop on and off for like 10 years. And then you begged her to kiss you, and she said no, bro. Let's talk about that.
I've never hit any of it.
No, but you have. You've lied about this constantly, and you didn't want people to know about the other women that you were seeing, and you were mad when Keemstar exposed it, bro.
He did.
You can't have it every which way, okay?
Out of my life. I was just with my fucking kids today, and I had my kids stay over. Get real.
Guys. I'll be right back.
Do the world a favor.
Wow, they're over today. Get real.
Oh, guys, the guy saw his kids for once.
Isn't he?
One of them didn't see him, though.
Isn't he with Lauren again?
Yeah, he's with her again, but it's all just a smoke and mirrors sham.
Okay.
It's all just a scam and a sham, buddy.
Okay.
Sav, don't reproduce.
Okay. Here we
Okay,
go.
so Rich of Review Tech USA, he launched the Tech 25 ASMR. The name really just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But Dark Side Flow here says, at this rate, it will take Rich about 22 years to reach 1 million subs on his new Tech ASMR channel. Does Rich even have 22 years left to live?
Shout
Also,
out to the boy.
the name
Dark
of the
Side
channel
Flow,
is terrible.
bro.
And the logo and thumbnail are even worse. I'm surprised he didn't put DSP's face in it.
By the way, he claimed again 2 days ago that this channel will hit 1 million subs.
So here
We'll show
at
you all a
Local
clip.
Basement, one of the most legendary Review Tech A-logs
Very
at
funny.
the moment. Rich has said, I swear on my kids 514 times on stream. No wonder his kid got blinded. When you mock God, when you mock fate like that, Rich, and you spit in the face of the powers that be and deceive everybody with your lies, with fucking wishing on the life of your kids, swearing on the life of your kids, can anybody be surprised when God blinds your daughter?
This is high-level A-logging.
Isn't it?
This is crazy. This is the most methodical A-logging. Oh, here we go.
Here we have a compilation of all the times Rich lied while swearing on the lives
He's
of his
gonna
children.
pound on his table and cry.
Those headphones, the 3 CPO, fucking
ridiculous. He looks like a member of the Borg collective from Star Trek or some shit like this. He looks like he's in like a low budget knockoff sci-fi movie from 2002 or something.
Yeah, in Sci-Fi
where
Network.
everything was fucking chrome. Yeah, on Sci-Fi Network. What's he doing?
Dude, I swear on my kids right now, I'm not seeing it. Maybe
you know.
Oh no! You know he was seeing it,
Dude,
and
he's
that's why
it?
that's why his daughter can't see today.
It's like monkey
Oh no!
It really is, bro. Don't bring your kids into it, buddy.
He couldn't help it. It's all he has for defense.
Happier
Dude, I
times
swear on
when
my
he had
kids right
more
now,
than
I'm
one
not seeing it.
monitor.
Okay, one more
Why
second.
would you say that?
Maybe I am missing
look
it.
At how fat Rich is, dude.
All right, there we go. I swear on my
This is
kids, I
like
will.
Lynch. That was some Lynchian shit, bro. Why is his reflex to always swear on his kids? Like he just doesn't value them at all.
I swear
That
on
was
my
like
kids.
Lynchian, him trying to open the bottle.
Who says that?
All right, there we go. I swear on my kids, I wasn't putting on a show. That was
Jay,
Wait, who's beside him?
That's intro guy. He lives on
putting
the
on a show.
couch.
That
No,
was
he didn't.
There's so
Intro
many
guy.
people living
No.
in Review Tech's parents' house. It's unbelievable.
How many? Like 65 at this point.
Jay, you don't have to worry about a single thing after tonight. I swear on my kids before, and I'll swear on them again.
Why? Why?
Hey, Rich, remember that time you blackmailed a child? And remember that time you blackmailed a dude that was detracting you? And they had to abandon their channel because you were threatening to dox their children? Remember that? Oh, but oh no, the detractors are talking about my children. But which one of us has threatened to dox your child, homie? Which one? Which one? None of us. But when you were faced with ops, you sent kids after your ops to collect information on them. Right? Hi, John Hardwick. How are you, buddy? Oh, and then when you couldn't find the information that you wanted, you worked with a collective called Shadow's Government, who you advertised for, and they collect information on your ops. But hey, You're not the bad guy. I'm the bad guy for making fun of you being a bad parent.
Don't swear on your kids, bro.
I swear on my kids before, and I'll swear on them again.
No. But why? But why, Rich? I gotta. That's crazy. Reach alert.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
funny,
Retard
bro. Holy
alert,
shit.
boys.
I don't have any other reason to talk about you. Why the fascination from even bigger YouTubers? We're not trolling the guy. I genuinely, and I mean this, I swear on my kids, and I don't use that as much anymore. I don't know why people...
I don't use that as much anymore.
I don't
But you use it a lot
much
still.
anymore.
Oh no!
Fat bitch.
What?
Do you realize that I swear...
the light. Dicker's lying. He swore on his kids. Blinded is his daughter.
Oh God.
Daddy lied, and now his daughter's gonna cry.
On my kids, I did not think about it. That when I was interviewing Tommy, I was wearing the Television Amico hoodie. Looked like it was packaged by a baboon on coke.
Was that you?
If you, I swear on my fucking kids, and I wouldn't swear on my kids if I was lying.
You do all the time.
TJ.
Come on,
Bro,
man.
we're drinking. We're smoking.
I swear on my kids,
How
the
are you
stuff
tonight,
I've
bro?
criticized him about in videos. I did
We're
not bring
making
up for
fun
that
of Rich.
reason.
Told my story to my therapist. I swear on my...
Okay, this is the crazy...
Bro, every time he gets... Bro, every time he gets called on anything, it's like, I didn't do it. I swear on my kids. And I mean, I wouldn't do that. You know, I wouldn't do that. But, you know, I need the extra clout here. I swear on my kids. I swears on my kids. Sure, Rich. Sure. You never swear on your kids. And I could go back in time by going 88 miles an hour in a fucking DeLorean. Sure.
Easy video.
Right.
Stop swearing on your kids.
This is actually wild.
Children, it's true.
I would I have hindsight 2020 if I was not in a trance and didn't want to do the interview, would I have worn that shirt? No, it was stupid. I just didn't think. And that is, I swear on my kids' lives, that's the only reason why I wore that.
Again!
Maybe I'll...
Buddy, you're talking about what t-shirt you wore or not, and you're swearing on the lives of your kids about... I mean, it's not that serious. Whether or not you wore a t-shirt for whatever reason, you don't need to invoke the lives of your children.
Their very lives.
See. Ooh. And
Why
it
does he
swings.
look like a
I swear
baboon?
on my kids, it would not be to roast you. Don't even look.
Stop!
I swear on my
That's
kids.
such a lie. He would never roast Wings on the lives of his kids. Really?
Bro, if given the chance, we'd all roast Wings. Bro
But
said the
he's,
age
like,
of
swearing
consent
on the
should be
most, like-
12.
But, okay, you can't really promise that with the lives of
Buddy,
your children.
They're your innocent children that did nothing wrong other than come from your ball sack, you fucking... Holy... Buddy, listen, bro. The fact that you're swearing on them comes across as overcompensation for you lying.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, no normal person would swear on their kids if they were lying, right? That's what he's relying on. But when you swear on your kids every day, multiple times a day, like this guy is doing, you obviously have some sort of pathological lying condition. Your brain is broken.
Aplendis in chat says, at this point, the blinding was just a warning shot by God.
Oh no.
Yeah, bro. Like, don't say this stuff.
Like, come on.
Kids, I don't.
I'd fight Rick.
It honestly
It's not
gives me bad juju and bad vibes just watching him do it. I'm like, am I gonna go blind? Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Where'd the box go?
A script. I haven't used this saying in a while. I swear on my kids that...
The saying of I
not
swear on
show
my
you, bro.
kids.
It's some
Whoa,
of this.
God damn.
It's some
It's not
dining.
script.
Is it like the theme from The Omen playing as he does this?
Mine has RGBs.
Vamonos, Christus, vamonos.
Like this, yeah.
Watch. It has RGBs on it.
And I wouldn't
Now
do
watch,
it, at least
I'll
for
make
me.
it change colors.
I don't know about anybody else. If it is, I'm not in on it. You know? And I wouldn't do that and swear on my kids and be like, and I was like, no, guys, I knew about everything. I didn't know about a fucking thing. So I get why he could think that, but that sure as shit was not my intention. I swear on my kids that wasn't my intention.
Whoa!
Because I wouldn't swear on my kids if I was full of shit.
Zeus.
I don't like using that term often. I'm not full of shit.
TJ
ban. Wait, did you hear this?
He doesn't like using that term.
Look at how
often.
fat he is here, bro.
He's not full of shit. Oh, buddy. He's fat!
This one. He did lose a little bit of weight compared to this, but not
Holy
saying
fuck,
much.
man. Like, what is going on there?
He's got one of those,
Buddy, he was over 500 pounds there. At least he was like 550, bro. That's crazy.
He was.
Live stream exclusive story, and I swear on my sons, this is 100% true.
Why on your sons? Like, what's going to happen to them? Fucking colon cancer?
It's like, this PlayStation story is true. I swear on my son. It doesn't even match the like.
His sons are gonna become trans. Like, oh, on a PlayStation story, was it really necessary, bro? Like, f Sony, f them. Man.
Honestly, I swear on my kids, I don't get the munchies unless it's like.
What? Liar! No. That was the one. That was the one where God said enough. That was the one where God was like, "I'm taking your daughter's eyes." He's like, "Listen, I'm trying to be more New Testament and chill these days. You know, my son came and died for the sins of the world." But Dickers, I'm going Old Testament on your ass, buddy. This is God shall not be mocked, Dickers.
Yeah, Dickers, you fat bitch,
Oh
bro. Come on, he doesn't get the munchies. Then how did you end up like that, you fucking asshole? Shut up.
But he lies in the sentence. He goes, "I don't get the munchies." But however, it's like. Wait.
However,
we're
playing pretty fast and loose with the swear on your kids stuff, buddy.
Right?
True story, and I swear on my sons, this is 100% true. Honestly, I swear on my kids, I don't get the munchies unless it's like.
Unless.
Where.
Jeez,
I swear
what
my kids.
Do you mean? Oh man, he went too far with that one. No,
because there was a time where people used to bot subs. I don't know. I swear on my children, I have never botted subs.
Oh, stop! No, you know that means he did. This is worse than the believe me, I never.
Oh shit!
It's like, come on, Trump. This is worse than Trump, for fuck's sake.
In my life.
Bro, he did bot subs though. He did. His irregular click activity was botted subs, bro.
But
he absolutely
I was going to make a
did.
video on Quantum TV, which I'm still going to include Griffin Gaming, which is funny.
I'll
I
take a
swear
look at
on my
a little
kids, I
bit,
thought of this. I was like,
TJ.
oh, I need to get that video from Leafy's.
Did you need to say, like, do you have to swear on anything?
The names of your children on Leafy is here.
I thought of this idea. I swear on my kids. Why would you have to say that at all?
Because he doesn't have credibility.
I swear on my fucking children that I'm being truthful with that, because I wouldn't swear on them if I wasn't.
Wait, no, hang on.
He literally, it's the same. I can't believe it. I just randomly picked. I swear on my fucking children. I just randomly. All right.
Why does
You
he
see Big
keep
Cheese.
saying that?
So yeah, Big Cheese won't be reading anything because I think he still thinks I did that on purpose. Big Cheese, I swear on my kids, I didn't. So
okay.
Stop!
Biggest lie.
Scam him. You
Biggest
scammed
lie.
him deliberately, Rich. Please stop.
You did.
Like,
He
does he
scammed
feel
him.
no fucking shame? I feel embarrassed for him that this exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That one has like hair growing out of it. I'm not making excuses. I ain't eating that.
but I'll eat these other two. That I swear on my kids, it has something like a hair growing, and I don't know what the fuck that is. It's me. He thinks I purposely tried to frame him as Big Cheese, like the troll.
Mental patience.
I swear
What's
on my
up,
fucking
bro?
kids.
I
that
swear on my kids. Yet again.
No, I swear. God strike me dead. I swear on my children.
I
wish.
Bro, please don't say stuff like
Why
that.
does he do that?
The only thing I
Whoa.
did to that fart in post.
Wait, what?
You're swearing that God may strike you down or wipe out your
Every time
bloodline
Dickers swears
over
on
on
his
whether
kids,
or
bro,
not
I'd
you
be
edited a
fucking
fart
drunk
in
as
post production.
Okay. I have a little
Man, it's
bit
literal
of this
fart
beer
in the
left.
wind. What are
Every
you doing?
time we'll take a drink.
But I would pay to watch it too. I'm not even being funny. Phil, I swear on my fucking kids.
Oh, you
if I had
bitch.
to go, if your podcast was behind a paywall and I just swore on my fucking kids, I would pay to watch it. If I had to go pay it for Spotify.
What? Do you need to even say that?
Whoa, buddy.
That's
Why would you
wild.
say that?
Late February, my daughter was diagnosed with something called Steven Johnson syndrome, and your own immune system ends up attacking your skin, and it could have been fatal.
Oh,
Went for an evaluation, and chances are that she's not going to get her sight back.
Well, I
This
wonder
video
who
did
you
not
can
need to
blame
be
for
made.
that.
God damn.
man.
Oh, this is key. This is new. So this
Oh, thank
motherfucker,
fucking God.
he hit a goal sometime last week. I mean, it might have been 2 weeks ago now because this guy's so boring we barely cover him. But he hit a goal to go outside.
That's how you do
shirtless.
it, Doug.
And
Fucking
unfortunately,
Reaper.
innocent members of the public
For
that
the
did not
Deadpool?
consent to this,
I don't know how to
were
sign up. What do
forced
I
to
have
witness
to do?
Rich's gelatinous blob body waddle down by the river.
Me being shirtless right now is not fair to this woman. Hello, I'm very sorry.
What a
I'm
creep.
sorry, I'm fat.
I'm not trying to blind anybody.
Oh, very poor choice of words, Dickers.
Why is?
But you did.
No,
You
what a
blinded
poor
your daughter,
choice of
homie.
word. He is a creepy fucking guy.
I'm showing off my physique right now. Someone paid me to do this. They paid me.
Right.
They paid me.
Why would you?
Oh shit! I leaned into the mic
Yeah.
to burp.
Nipple.
Oh
I meant
my
to
God.
lead away.
Risco, what is-
Oh,
why?
man. Why,
Yo,
buddy?
Is that allowed to even be on YouTube? Like, I think you have to blur that out.
I don't
right?
know.
Full tessellation.
That's
Like-
crazy.
Like the auto mod will fucking scan it and think it's a
Holy.
10.
All right,
Oh,
here
God.
we have Rich today, Rich tomorrow, Rich Twitter,
Like,
Rich Blue Sky. Okay.
Okay, say you. I'm sure there's going to be a people here that cannot stand me.
A people
Yes.
or a person? Well,
How
it's
many
another
a people?
Dicker's retard.
Well, he's
Retard
kind of
alert.
There's a people.
He is kind of right. It is people.
Holy
Yes.
fuck.
That they make it abundantly clear
Do it.
in the comments and on
I
Twitter
ran out of butane,
that they watch
so I
this
can't
and literally
take a
some
big
of them
boy
wish
dab
death
today.
on me, and that's fine.
Is it? What?
Nobody's wishing death on
No.
like
Bit.
I mean,
grip, bro.
Fine. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to go cry and go to Blue Sky.
okay, Rich Tamura.
And he did cry and go to Blue Sky.
Victory!
Right now, right?
So I
did my it.
Twitter, Review Tech USA Twitter.
Wait, didn't we cover this last month? That he
Yeah.
called us a liar for saying he's deleted
Yeah.
his Twitter 7 times?
Yes. But it's
God
happened
damn.
far more than 7 times.
Yeah.
It's happened
Oh,
far
actually, it
more
was
than
only
7
4
times.
Stop, Rich.
Yeah.
Please just stop.
You're exaggerating.
Back if I want to, but I'm not going to.
Well, you
me-
did.
Let me
And
load
this
up some
page,
diamonds
Review
for
Tech
y'all.
USA, a Facebook page is going to be deleted
It's
in
at
14
least a
days.
6.
Why they give 14 days
A
for
6
it is
what?
beyond me.
Okay.
Okay. Let's keep going. All right. We're done that one.
So
All
that's
right.
the miscellaneous.
Reaper, put me
Then
down
we have
for
Review Tech
$20.
versus Kinda Sav.
She's
Okay.
gonna trip over
So
a table.
Rich reported
and
Kinda
fall
Sav for
into
sexual
a
content for
bathtub
restreaming
and, like,
him and looking at stills
die
from his
by
own
toaster,
streams.
bro.
Okay.
Clip
Yeah.
here.
I'll find it.
She's
It's okay.
gonna die
this
by
is
a
so
toaster.
funny.
At
Oh my
like
god, I love
age
this. Is so
12.
entertaining. I mean, I'm sure he's pissed because he probably thought I was gonna get taken down, right? But alas, I've simply been age restricted and super chats
He's
turned
gonna
off
dislike my
for
video.
sex and
Rich,
nudity.
I know it's you, bitch.
Okay, I got the
Scumbag,
timestamp
Rich.
straight from the email
Lagging
itself.
again.
Straight from the YouTube's mouth.
Knee
Let's see
slapper,
what I got reported
motherfucker.
for.
Please tell me it was his titty.
Oh, I hope so. It's
I was
real.
watching him on
What
stream.
is he
eat his
eating?
Little fucking...
Shout out to
eating?
Sav, bro.
That's why it's chrome
Shout
out.
out to Sav.
Whoa,
Look at how
buddy.
Yeah,
fat
he's
his
eating
head
a
is.
salad.
What?
He's eating a
Fat
salad.
head
It's
tickers.
when he pulls his shirt up. And I made his head big with chroma key. There's this the one Sarah posted next to it.
Oh my god, Shroom.
Oh
It's
man.
literally his own titty.
Well, I guess I should show. I guess I can show it again now because it doesn't fucking.
Look at
It doesn't matter. All right, let's keep going here.
Like, this is sexual content.
And he said, "No,
You
I did."
son of a bitch.
But
Alright.
he did. We all know he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Blind anyone? .mp4.
Okay, we saw
Oh, we
that
did
one.
that. All right. And then I guess it's just review tech versus side scrollers.
Oh wait,
Okay,
no! Before
Let's
that,
give people so Rich's big new plan to save the business. This is similar to like when Phil gets a new idea to save the business, like reviewing perfume
Oh
or
god, that was
eating
such a
Burger
bad
King
idea.
or whatever. But Rich came up with an even stupider idea, which is that a middle-aged, fat, fucking wheeze bag dumbass should make an ASMR channel. Now, the target demographic for ASMR are a bunch of fucking horny gooners that want to jerk off to a woman speaking softly that gives them tingles. Well, Rich is going to attempt to emulate being a sexy woman, but he's nothing but a sausage-fingered swine.
by the way, Zoomer Dylan says this
My
is Phil's
microphone
Project
takes so
7.
much damage,
Now,
bro.
on the post show, if you've watched or if you've seen on Twitter,
Give it up for the
or
microphone.
any
You're
of
a
these
good
things,
microphone,
we've,
buddy.
talked
Let me,
about this.
Let
We've
me
al-
fix
I
you
also-
up.
Actually, on the main show
Let me
too, we showed
let
it
me
for a
fix
second.
you up.
But here you are, folks. Let's watch
Beautiful. Good
Tech
job.
25 ASMR.
Everybody. Hello.
Okay, look at this. Look at his
See that?
disgusting. He's sexily dancing his fingers on top of it like he's some 10 out of 10 blonde bombshell. But he's actually just a sweaty sausage-fingered swine that weighs over 400 pounds.
Now what we'll do is
It's funny
we'll
because
keep
it's
playing
true.
until we hit 50
The
subs.
whole thing is the motherfucker breathes so heavy during this. It's like, motherfucker, how many cheeseburgers you eat before this, dog? How many cheeseburgers
That's
you pound
rich, bro.
for dickers? Half dozen, at least.
Watch me. I gotta show you guys something.
Look at his thumbs. He has like the thumbs of an ape.
They're so tiny.
Thumbs of a fucking baboon. I wouldn't describe anything on him as tiny other than his penis.
Look at that though.
Snitchy micro. It's disproportionate.
It's like
You're right.
this. It's like
It's like some sort of inbred gorilla on Raw.
I will never
I'm gonna show.
be doing any Tooth Fairy role playing.
Everybody.
What?
Okay, absolutely. Let me find the one part where he tries to ASMR styles rip off these two sides. Okay, look what he does with his hands. This is a very visual thing. Okay. All right, folks, watch this.
Podcast listeners.
But anyway, we've been staring at.
You're fat as shit, Rich. You need to never do this
I'm
again.
excited
This
to
is
see
embarrassing.
it. And we'll go over the ports and everything.
The pinky. It's so fancy.
Okay,
It's
RTU.
fancy now.
It's dainty. That's the word.
Let's
dainty.
get 10 subs right now to skip to Phil. Let's just skip to
Pinky's
Phil.
out.
What the side
Pinky's
scrollers,
out, boys.
battle.
Is it worth it?
I mean, is anything RTU does worth it?
Not really.
I actually attempted to do an ASMR video with another device, and
I don't know what I'm actually doing.
I'm sure this is out of here.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do.
was breathing heavy. But listen, man, all fat motherfuckers be breathing heavy, dog. Even I be breathing heavy and shit. Like, Rich, you're not gonna make it in ASMR because you breathe like a fat fucking slob.
Before, if you want to hook up an external GPU,
No.
I have used those before.
Beer is gone.
We're not getting the 10 subs, huh?
No.
We got Delta Sierra 01 for 1 sub.
Rich's hands
Putting
are
us
so
9
fat,
away.
they look
It's
like
got
Zoidberg
2.5k views, but 95% of the comments.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck! It's not clipped. It's in the middle. Okay, but he did flag people. One guy for being like, "You sound like your heart's gonna stop," and then he flagged it for harassment live on his show. But it's in the ether of
computer or television that.
Okay, you got the idea. Let's move on.
You got the idea.
Oh my god, I was losing my shit. That was great. Oh my god. Oh, let's watch the next one.
How can you mock Phil for $1,500 fucking Big Mac or a Whopper or some shit when you're making like a tenth of that to eat bugs? And by the way, it's not just
poor
he's
diggers
eating
can't
bugs,
afford the mortgage.
okay? He's gonna pour an entire bottle of hot sauce on this shit and then burn the fuck out of. Yeah, he is. Is Review really asking what 250 times 4 is? Like, you should automatically know it's fucking 1,000. Oh my god! Oh my god, man!
Welcome to the review tech segment of the
Oh
show.
man, I need to
buddy,
get that
it's
a minute.
time for the late night Review Tech USA
Woo!
segment.
Let's
Review
do it.
Tech USA is
Okay.
really on hard times, bro.
Dude,
This is the
he's
hardest
he's
and
been out
saddest
pretty
of times.
hard.
This man is so desperate and so poor, living with his parents, can't afford to see his kids, nobody supports him, nobody likes him. The man has been reduced to eating bugs again.
Okay.
This is the only
That's
thing the guy
disgusting.
can do to make money for himself at this point is eat insects. It's
Well,
disgusting.
'Cause if you've missed it
But-
before, well,
No,
live.
he ate
What did
bugs.
he eat again?
Ah!
So,
The cockroaches.
first of all, he ate a pizza that he sat on with his bare ass for over an hour. So his like dirty fucking shit particles got all over it.
Oh
Fucking
hell no.
Hair
Hell
from
no.
his ass got
Ugh.
all over the pizza. He scarfed that shit down with a smile on his face. Then he had a pizza where he put bugs on it and put it in
I
the
remember
oven,
that.
I'm gonna
and then
I
ate
remember
the
that.
bug
Oh,
pizza.
but
It
the
had,
butt
like,
pizza,
worms
bleh.
and fucking crickets
The vermin.
and cockroaches and all this shit. He did all of these as humiliation rituals for Keemstar, including bringing in his fat, balding fucking ex-wife Lauren to shave his fucking
no.
chest. in
Oh,
some real
gross.
Lynchian fucking nightmare. Okay, he got slapped around like a fucking bitch. Had to call Boogie his boss and suffered the indignity of being fired.
Dude,
by a
imagine
man who
ball
faked
fermented
cancer.
cheese pizza.
Like, this is Rich's life.
It's
And
bad.
now he's at the point where he was so desperate, so hard up for cash, he had to get DSP's face tattooed on his body, permanently marking
God.
himself as property of one of the stupidest lol cows of all time. Well, everybody's been dunking on Review Tech over it, so now he's seething at them and mauling about it as though he didn't, like, I don't understand what he was expecting to happen. I think he thought the whole world
Bro,
was
could
gonna
you
suck his
imagine
fucking
being
pat him on the
500
back
pounds
for getting a lol cow
sitting on a
tattooed him?
pizza and then
which is
eating that pizza?
One of the
Viral.
Oh
craziest
my
I'm gonna go
God.
viral.
Well, and then he claims that he never said that and then gets blown out in real time. Let's go into the
Rich
clip.
today,
Let's
rich
have a look.
tomorrow.
Okay.
And if you watch the other
I'm
clip
over
channel,
it now.
Remember to hit
Oh my
like,
God.
subscribe,
Bro,
and
go
ring
subscribe to
the
Kino
bell.
Clips, bro.
Tell your friends. Let's go.
Oh,
I don't know why they
Oh,
banned
buddy.
me,
Okay,
bro,
here
but go
we
subscribe
go.
to him, bro.
All right, so we
this
got
was the
8-bit Eric.
thumbnail.
Like,
Just for no
Bro, I
reason.
couldn't-
It's just rent.
I couldn't.
In
I
his
almost-
mind.
I almost
That
blew
Eric
chunks
just, like,
legitimately.
totally owns this motherfucker. Permanent real estate.
I
in
almost
his
like
life.
legitimately blew
Ew.
chunks there, bro.
Buddy, that's what
Oh
he
my
did.
god.
oh no, no,
Was it-
no, no, no.
That's what he actually
actually
did,
cool.
bro.
Oh God.
Snort
I have a
Hogan
weak
will
stomach
hate
on
you,
this
bro.
shit, so I'm like,
well, I mean, I'm watching their
75
content. I have
members,
to
you
at
did this?
least.
Yes, buddy.
I have to at least give them the shout out, you know.
Did this for like $250.
Oh my
He did, bro. It's so funny.
Less after YouTube's cut.
Explain this. Oh
I
my
watched
God.
this live, bro. This was
Man.
embarrassing.
I gotta hang on. I gotta do the math on this. So we got
Well, so it's
75 times
times
5
$3
times 3. Is it $3 for a membership or 5?
$3
What are you
bucks
doing?
according to Phil.
Okay,
What's
3.
this guy right
Well,
there?
no, but that's after the cut, right?
Is it?
Yeah. Right. So I think
Gotcha,
it's
buddy.
75 times 5, 375. Then we're gonna multiply that. by
Oh, it's
point-
about
We're gonna
250
actually put
bucks.
this at
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. About like if you remove the cut. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't really
Then
think
taxes. All right.
the tattoo would have gotten conversation, but here we are. Let's.
No, stop it.
Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa,
this is now the new cope, right? Is that nobody should be talking about his tattoo or making fun of it.
It's an
even though he said that
absolute
it was gonna go
fucking
viral.
lie,
It's like,
bro.
Dickers, like
It's
here's the
also an
attention you ordered,
absolute
sir.
lie.
Well, that type of
He
attention,
wanted
I
it to be
everybody to make
talked
fun of
about.
Phil, even though it's me that has Phil's orgasm face on him all day for the rest of his life.
If,
buddy.
If Ashton got a picture of Ralph on his chest,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
all anyone would talk about for a month. Why is it even in the conversation?
He's such a fucking loser, bro.
You got a man masturbating on your arm. You fucking freak.
It's so
We got
weird.
the cricket croutons. I bought 2 packs. So
Cricket
2
croutons.
packs of cricket croutons, buddy. And it's like you're telling me you're not poor and desperate, living with your parents in your mid 40s, a sad, pathetic man child that can't even put the tactics in the bag, and you're forced to eat fucking cricket croutons to
Hey,
survive.
Peter.
Oh,
Can you get up here? I want to ask you a question.
How is this real?
I'm
I want to
not
ask
being
you a
bitch.
question.
There. Sour cream.
that is
I
bitch
remember
made.
Come
I don't
here.
know what to say. It is bitch made to eat the bugs, buddy. Like it's
Come here,
fucking
bud.
pathetic. You're humiliating yourself for money.
Sour
Like the whole point
cream?
is you're degrading himself. Oh
Hey.
God.
Would
Imagine
you
putting
eat
sour
bugs?
cream on a bug.
These
Would
actually
you-
aren't terrible.
would
So
you
you're
eat
like
bugs?
They're not
Oh
terrible.
no!
Can I give
He's
you
trying to
some
cope
bugs?
with it, because he's done this apparently
Would you
many
eat
times.
bugs?
He's had to resort to eating bugs for
Hey.
money. This is like the kid
Hey,
on the
you're a
playground that
dog.
you
Would you
convince to
eat
eat
bugs?
worms for 50 cents.
Yeah,
Would
yeah.
you
You know,
eat
then you don't
bugs?
even end up paying him, and you just
Hey,
laugh.
hey,
Scam him.
Peter.
Yep.
Can you
For
eat
dessert,
bugs?
got
Bro, he's not having
cricket
it.
sucker blueberry.
Vega, bro, what's
Are we
up?
fucking playing around?
Like this is what he's actually doing with his life, man. Look at him. Look at it. His stoned fucking gaze, just staring it down like this is my life.
This is like him staring. It's a metaphor. The lollipop is a metaphor for his life. And he's like,
Hey,
oh
do you want
man.
it? Hey,
and then look at
I
this
have
Phil
a
just
bucket of
overlooking him.
bugs outside.
Well, because
You
Phil
wanna
is
eat
always
those?
there. Phil is always present with him. Now forever, actually. Phil is now permanently on his body and will always be with him wherever he goes.
Oh man. Oh, but I have bad news. Phil
You
did
wanna
not
eat
hit his
bugs?
goal tonight.
Is anybody really surprised?
No.
We got
Are you gonna fight?
worm sucker inside.
Oh,
That's actually
Oh shit, he's pissed, guys.
oh,
a worm
buddy.
lollipop.
Bro, he's
The worm
pissed.
lollipop, man.
You wanna
and he
eat
goes
bugs?
to town on this worm lollipop too, by the way.
You wanna
He
eat
loves
bugs?
it. Bro, of the
Come
3
here, let me-
lollipops,
you
he
wanna eat
chose
bugs?
this one to eat.
You
On
wanna
stream.
eat bugs?
The worm.
Orange. Look at the scorpion, dude. I don't know if you're gonna see it.
Bro,
'cause it's
what
green.
happened to the
The
lighter?
scorpion
Yo.
lollipop.
That thing is like this. It's like popping almost out of the fucking candy.
Toyota Tacoma Web donated
What the
$4.99
fuck?
through Super Chat. Rich, you're fat. You can't drive a
Thank you.
truck and fight your own beats.
Okay.
Suffer it.
Yeah, suffer,
So
fatso.
mean.
You want to eat bugs?
I love it. I love when people are mean to
Oh, I
Aw,
love
bro,
Becky's
I'm
ass.
just playing.
Whoa,
He's
Rich, He's
pouting.
still thirsty for Becky's
Bro,
ass.
he's pouting.
Simp alert, simp
Peter.
alert, simp
Bro,
alert.
I'm
Look at
just-
what a slob. What a
I'm
slovenly
just
slob
playing.
This man is.
No
Look at him.
one's gonna
Fucking
make you
disgusting
eat
man
bugs.
tits
I
fucking
promise.
protruding, Fucking
It's
sloppy
only
shirt.
the
His
best
posture's all
kibble
fucked
for
up.
you,
He's a
buddy.
big, fat, globulous bum.
Look at this like roll of fat here. It's crazy.
Bro, no,
It
show
really
his
is.
pussy arms.
Looks like his body's
Show
made
his
of
pussy
claymation.
arms.
Like I said,
Doesn't
later
it?
on, this
Bro,
guy
looks
actually
like he
tries to
has
make fun of
pussy
somebody for
flaps
wearing
on his
glasses
arms.
while he's wearing glasses.
That's what? What?
It's crazy. Then he tries to make fun of Phil for going bald while he's fucking bald.
Oh shit,
Oh,
what
wait
am
a
I?
second.
Like every people
Why?
make the f off. They are fascists. They're fascists. They're fucking fascists.
You make
Listen
fun
to
of
this
this
shit.
tattoo, you're fascist.
Did you hear
What?
that? Like he's
Fascist.
calling Smash AT. He's a fascist. He's a fascist. He's a fascist. Ooh, cry harder about it, buddy.
Yeah,
Are the
cry,
fascists
bitch.
in the room with
Cry,
us right now,
fatso,
Dickers?
cry.
Aaron, isn't he?
Cry,
He's
motherfucker.
turned into a fucking.
Well, straight up is.
It's not okay. I'll get it lasered off later on.
No,
I can get it lasered off.
He's already using the lasered off cope, chat. He's already coping, buddy. Oh, no.
You know
First of all,
how expensive and how many times you have to go to 20 sessions for a laser off.
Not only is it super expensive,
You
super
turn
painful,
44
super
next
inconvenient,
month,
takes a long time,
Viggs?
but it's not like your skin goes back to
Shit.
normal. You're left with the shitty fucking brown blob on your skin. He'd be better off getting it covered up with something else.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't understand the big deal.
I'm not joking, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this idiot did. And
oh my
God.
Look at how fat he is.
Get ready for
Look
what
at-
Rich says here. You'll never believe it. You'll never believe it.
Okay.
like, I don't know enough of the backstory, so if you're reviewing this right now,
That's a sexy angle of me.
Whoa, the cope is so strong, bro. The cope's insane.
Look
Cope
at him here.
alert. Cope alert. Bro, he doesn't look happy. That's a face of regret, bro. That tattoo looks
No
so
regrets?
bad.
He has
Such a poverty
aged
tattoo.
gracefully,
He couldn't
bro.
even
I
afford
thought he
color.
was older.
Why do the tattoo if it was going to be this half-assed approach?
TJ.
No regrets. Regrets.
Bro, I do that sometimes too.
now, Rich, because you
It's
seem to watch a lot of
okay.
our show, I don't know the
Bro,
backstory.
I'm
Maybe there's
so
a backstory
high, I
and context
can
of this that
feel
makes
like the
sense. All right. All I
molars
know
in
is you
the
got
back
this
of my
tattoo
mouth.
and you're obsessed with Phil, and it's weird. And
That's nuts.
Whoa, you're saying? I think it's actually worse to say that you're fascinated by Phil than that you're upset.
I need to
That's
stop.
That's so creepy.
Fascinated by Phil, so you get a tattoo of him? No, that's obsession. That's a literal obsession.
obsessed
Hold on, the guy is like desperate to suck Phil's. He's desperate to make passionate gay love to Phil.
with Phil, and
Bro,
it's weird.
I'm
And-
getting old too. I'm 33 now.
And now you have a tattoo.
By the way he said that was like a high man's like you blurted out.
It was really weird. It
What's
was
the
like he was
matter?
in the
You
midst
go
of like
potty?
orgasm, as he was saying.
All right, guys, give me a
It
minute.
was very
It's like he was
strange.
glitching
Of
out.
Phil when
What?
it's
Obsessed. Do you think?
and you're
Look at
obsessed
it.
with Phil, and it's
Glitch.
weird. And
Fascinated and obsessed. Do you think?
now you have a
That's like a game had a glitch during the dialogue scene.
tattoo of Phil when he was caught jerking off on stream. Like, that is on your arm.
I ain't doing that. I ain't fucking doing that.
Like, I don't.
I feel like as people pay.
Hi.
I say if he
Oh
was.
my god, he looks so stressed out.
He's so stressed, buddy. He's getting dunked on and clowned on so hard. And the Smash JT section, I'm going to be real. He seethed for over an hour at Smash JT in his panel. I couldn't even bring myself to watch it. It was so cringe.
Really?
The guy's just throwing around Nazi this, Nazi that. If you don't think Spider-Man should be gay, you're a Nazi.
No
Batman
way.
should be. It was serious. This was actually insane. The shit that he was saying.
Michael,
And it
do we
was just
watch
the-
some of it?
It was actually just such unbearable cringe because the panelists on the show, he didn't know who they were, but he's just like, they're Nazis anyway. So then in order to find the proof that they're Nazis, he went to their channel. And the moment he saw the word woke, he's like, that's all I needed to see. They're fascists. They're Nazis. They're sick in the head because they don't agree with every single property in Hollywood and gaming being made with this like massive left-wing agenda and pushing identity politics to the fore and race swapping characters, gender swapping characters. Rich loves it all. He thinks it's great.
All right, it's settled. Psycho and I will be watching some of that segment on the
Oh,
post show
man.
before the Zelda. All right.
It was actually fucking crazy. And he's just, I'll be real with you, it wasn't even that so much. It was just how much of a crybaby he was.
Yeah. Oh, he whines. Yeah.
Such a fucking crybaby. I find it hard to listen.
Willing to do that while he was working here, he'd still have a job. That's some crazy shit.
Oh my god! Oh my
Oh,
god!
he's dunking, Rich. He's dunking on you, Rich.
Oh,
and what he's saying is true.
Money. So I'm glad that's not the case.
Wait, what?
So
That's some crazy shit.
Rich is saying he would have been making less money if he was on Locala, which is what we told you. But no. This is such a good opportunity, guys. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be a millionaire in 5 years. Keemstar told me in 5 years I'm gonna be a millionaire. Remember?
Yeah, look how pixelated he is here. Looks like he was on Nintendo here, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd be making less money. So I'm glad that's not the case.
Oh, so we were
How
right.
were you?
By the way, yeah, you'd be making more money if you were on the main show. They put you on like the worst idea.
On like this 6-string show.
Yeah,
which was a
Locale
show.
Tech Talk.
Which is a show he could have done on his own this entire fucking time. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He was so
What's crazy
boring.
to me, too. You know, just to say, Rich deleted million subscriber channel because he no longer wanted to do tech videos and no longer wanted to do shows with Jay, right? But now today he makes tech videos on a much smaller channel, getting less views than he would have on his million subscriber channel, and now he streams with Jay.
Does
Once
he?
a week. Yeah, I think this Thursday him and Jay are hooking up for some sort of fucking gay event.
Talk about Nintendo.
So ultimately, this entire crash out was for fucking nothing, Rich. You ended up having to do the exact same thing that you said that you would rather sit on razor blades and spit. You ended up doing anyway.
What was the when we covered him the whole beginning of our making fun of him arc, right? How long ago was that? You remember?
It was over a year ago now. It was, I think it started off in January or February of last year. I think it was in January once he fired Jay.
Oh, yes.
We started going in on him, but we might have been making fun of him for a couple weeks before that.
Yeah.
But that was when the real blood was in the water and he really started spiraling.
All right, based.
Here, now you're going off the deep end. Is it desperate times?
What a good year. What a good year it's been.
What is...
Oh, I'm boring. No, I wouldn't fucking sit there and be an errand boy for fucking free.
That's what you did.
Work.
But that's literally what you did. You came on there, made fucking no money, did all the humiliation rituals, sucked up to Boogie, called him boss, called him sir, let him dress you down and talk to you like you were a fucking redheaded stepchild gimp. Okay, then you got humiliated by Jay on like a nightly fucking basis, where he was in on the schemes with Keemstar to make you seethe and cry. And then on the anniversary of you firing Jay, you got fired by Jay, Boogie, and Wings, and one of the most pathetic displays that anyone's ever seen. But now you're gonna try and retcon it as that you weren't willing to do the humiliation rituals, and that's why you left. You got wrung out for every last drop of content they could possibly get from you, which was very, very little, and then you were discarded like the trash that you are, Dickers.
Wow.
Don't try and rewrite history, bud. He ate ass pizza.
Oh, remember when he got up and you could see the grease on his fucking pants?
He exposed the mother of his children to online mockery. And then he'll shit on Kat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll make fun of Kat for being fat. Phil shouldn't show, but then he brings Lauren in.
His bald wife.
Yeah, for a big humiliation ritual where he knew everybody was going to make fun of her, but he didn't care. He cashed in for a quick buck, bowing down to Keemstar. And by the way, Richard, you'll never get your fucking golden play button back from Keem, and I know it eats you up inside. You thought by selling out to him, by bowing to him and giving him the golden play button, he would give you a golden retirement. But you were actually a worthless, pathetic pawn in his game that he discarded as soon as you outlived your usefulness and entertainment to him. You're nothing but a fucking jester, a clown, buddy.
Yeah, it eats him up inside. He will never have that play button, which is a big change for him, because usually it's him doing the eating.
Exactly. Exactly.
That was a long way for such a shit joke.
Nailed it.
You to neglect my audience here, which the show indirectly forced me to do.
I took the scenic route for that joke.
I get another man as they're jerking off on your arm. Strawberry jerking off on your arm.
Rich is a decaying blob, boys.
Strawberry nipples.
Okay,
What?
like the guy's singing about Phil's nipples and how they taste of strawberry. He's gay.
$1,000, but then he tried to backwalk and say it was like $750. I don't know, to be honest, I've been kind of not paying attention to the dude. He's been spurging about.
Oh my God, Eric
just calls in to let them know the backstory. He's like, listen, I haven't really been paying that much attention, but he's just like, look at Review Tech there. Look how sad he is, buddy. How fucking felted he is. Oh no. Oh no.
He needs to just go back to tech reviewing because he sucks at this drama shit.
Look, the dude fell in hard times. He came up with
Rich is so seething at that. Buddy, what do you call living with your parents in your mid-40s if not hard times?
Why are you living with mommy,
Dude,
Rich?
I love the fact that Keem just says the truth. And he's like, oh, like a fucking Jabba the Hutt.
Recoils like a wounded
Like
animal.
Jabba the Hutt.
Where's the hard times? Now I'm broke.
You are!
Where's the hard
You
times?
are! This guy is flexing $7,000 for the tattoo as though it's a lot of money.
Over a month.
As though it's worth like a permanent alteration to your body for $7,000. And he's gonna tell you he's not broke as a fucking joke.
Come on. Like, look, if he raised, it would still be stupid, but 100K, I would go.
What?
Well,
You
I
want
wouldn't
in
do
there?
that, but I could see why
want
someone,
him here?
but
It's not like
7K.
it's not like it's life-changing money where you're never gonna have to work again, or it's gonna radically change your life. This is a few months worth of expenses at best if you're living a very frugal lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Like 7K is like
He
2 months of
get the full-
expenses.
He got $7,000, and then he spent $1,000 of it on the fucking tattoo, so it's down to $6,000.
Mhm.
But he's gonna go into this whole section about how it's such an incredible amount of money. It's
he's
crazy.
No, he's not. There's no way.
My lights aren't on. Like, what is going on? I'm broke. I'm self-harming.
Oh
He's
no.
self-harming. Whoa, Rich,
Whoa,
buddy.
okay.
Now, normally I would tell people they have things to live for, but in your case, I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay.
And if those are gifted subs, they're not going to rebill, Rich. They're not.
Oh, look at Keem's reaction. Says it all.
Keem's like, there's no rebuild.
Oh,
The mouse cursor on Keem's nose makes it look like he has like a nose piercing there, doesn't it?
Like he has a big booger.
It doesn't matter. I still in the end got $7,000.
He really thinks it's a lot of money.
your body?
I got $7,000 to permanently put another man's orgasm face on me. The other man happens to be Philip Paul Burnell, one of the biggest lolcow idiots that's ever existed on the face of the fucking earth. And now he's with you always. Every Christmas with Phil. Every birthday with Phil. Every moment where your daughter is blind with Phil. It's a great thing she can't see this, thank God.
Oh
maybe,
my
maybe,
God.
Maybe he'll get the Braille edition so that his daughter can feel the shame. I don't know.
Oh
Can they do a
my
Braille
God.
tattoo?
Well, she'll feel like the scab. She can put her hands on the scab and just see like the shame.
Every jerk-off session he has, Phil will be there with him.
While he's jerking it?
Yeah, watching him fucking tug his Masucci Micro and make his Masucci O face.
7K. Look, I'm not saying it's not like not good money, but it's not. It's like normal money. Okay.
It's like, okay.
It's like 7K. You can pay your rent and groceries for the month.
Normally, and by the way, this is over the course of like 2 months.
Yeah, exactly.
It just happened.
Yeah, it's just like, what, if 7K over 2 months is good money, what's your normal paycheck like?
It's not good. That's why he lives with his parents, an intro guy, and his brother, and like 6 fucking gypsies crammed in under the floorboards.
You can't buy even a used Honda. Yeah, exactly.
Except for YouTube Scott. So that's a grilled chicken salad.
Okay, it's oops. It's the oops all chicken salad. Where the fuck are the? It's just all chicken. This is Review Tech's idea of a salad, chat. Look at this shit. Where are the vegetables? They're just completely covered by chicken.
Oh my god, look at his desk.
Trash, bro.
Oh man. By the way, what is that keyboard? Is that keyboard like 2-cent keyboard? He's got like the $10.
Like out of 2001, this fucking keyboard.
Dude, he
Red
wants
Thunder.
to
It's a
fap
key.
with
Look at this. This is a real
bro.
keyboard, folks. The fucking Red Thunder. He's got like the first one that you buy with like the IBM computer.
Right.
It's the HP 999 keyboard.
You know Review Tech's reaction to it. He's gonna spurk about that for 10 to 20 minutes.
With the
That's gonna be
keyboard?
the keyboard dig is what he's gonna take the most umbrage with because he's a tech expert.
Look.
Don't you know this is actually the Dingless Malingless 9000 with
It's
the low
a-
latency?
no,
and
it's not.
I wasted $200,000 on this piece of shit.
You look at this keyboard Ash. Look at this. I got like dials and things.
You got a dial.
And the fucking, what's it called? The like the key presses feel like, oh yeah.
Literally has the cheapest Logitech keyboard that money can buy. Let's not
What's this?
forget that this guy he sleeps every night on an $80 fucking futon from Amazon.
Yep, a
Like he
pull
doesn't
out
have a grown-up
Amazon
bed.
Basics.
He's on the
homie.
fucking hideaway bed, the $80 Amazon fucking bed frame, buddy.
Yeah. No, this key, he's got. Okay, there's like he has a $15 keyboard. This one is like the gimmicks on it. It's just a key presser. Anyway, sorry. I love keyboard stuff. So I'm a keyboard guy.
Oh man, these things look like they're still fucking alive this time.
Oh.
How do they smell?
You're gonna smell it. Don't do it, Rich. Don't.
Oh, no.
No, he's smelling the. Oh, it smells as expected like shit.
What?
Your croutons.
Wait,
he's gonna eat one of the fucking cockroach croutons on its own, buddy.
Wait, Ash. Doing this not even for a goal, because he's only got 20 subs today.
Yes.
Or was it the
I guess
previous day?
it was a previous goal. Well, I just love though that Darkside Phil is so much better at this than Review Tech that he can get $1,500 to just eat McDonald's or Subway, whereas Rich gets like $200 to eat bugs. You know? But then Rich is like, I'm a warrior, bro. I'm going out on my shield, dude. Okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, DSP's eating like Subway and pizza and like normal foods, and you're eating bugs.
How can you mock Phil for $1,500 to eat a fucking Big Mac or a Whopper or some shit when you're making like a
eating
tenth of that to
cockroaches.
eat bugs? And by the way, it's not just that he's eating these bugs. Okay, he's gonna pour an entire bottle of hot sauce on this shit and burn the fuck out of it.
Fair enough.
I must
Oh
have
my
missed
God,
this.
Oh no!
No!
Oh, he's gonna eat it. Zoom in on his face. Zoom in on his face. Oh, that's felted, Dickers.
No!
Felted alert! Felted alert!
Hi,
Felted. That's a pretty
puppy.
good face of felt there from
Oh
Dickers.
my god, look at his
isn't it?
body. Look,
Whoa!
wait for the thing to move.
I think I have a shot of him when he stands up.
Oh God! Look at how
He's
fat he is, dude.
Rolling. Rolls upon rolls upon rolls.
He
Mr.
does.
Boyd
He
here.
looks like 4
Holy
biscuits stacked
shit,
on
Dickers.
top of each other.
Maybe it's time to
Smashed
stop
into
eating.
one
Yeah,
blubbery
he's
biscuit.
Buddy, I think somewhere, I don't know if I clipped it, but somebody called him gelatinous, and he's just like fucking seethed about it. I'm gelatinous. Yes, you are, Richard.
Oh my god! You ever see the old Blob movies where they break through like the movie
Yes,
theater?
yes.
That's what he is. He's the fucking the Blob.
Look at him. Oh, zoom in, zoom in. Yes! Suffer, Dickers. Suffer, Dickers. Look at him, bro.
Suffer,
oh,
you
he's really
loser.
suffering. He's eating that shit.
Oh.
He's poor. He's eating bugs to survive.
That's
Bring it back.
He's so fat he has to eat insects because the
Bring
food
it
is.
back. Let's watch it close in again.
Watch. Look at his hands on the zoom out.
His hands are trembling.
Yeah, he trembles. The floor trembles when he walks over it too. So.
No.
Look at it. He's like twitching.
Oh. Oh.
He had to leave our house. Dad's gone crazy. He tried to
Oh my
stop us
god.
from leaving and tried
What
to
he,
follow us.
what he has like an earthquake. You see what he moves? Like the whole look. Like the whole world just moves. Watch. Look at his camera.
Oh no.
Look at it.
Stop us from leaving and tried to follow us.
Ah!
Currently staying
Yes, of course.
They're calling it a girthquake.
The
310%. We're not
girthquake?
done.
That's
We're not
funny.
What hot
Look at how
sauce?
much pouring in. Whoa, buddy!
That's too much hot sauce. Oh my god, your diarrhea is gonna be brutal later, man. Wait, what is this hot sauce? Can I see the hot? How many Scovilles is it?
He tries to find out, but he can't.
Okay.
I feel like he's pouring even more on. He's pouring even more on.
Do we know the Scovilles on that?
We don't. It's probably all a scam. Now look at him eat this stupid. Look at him suffering. Look at him suffering as he eats this slop. It took him like an hour to eat this shit. He was suffering the whole time. No! Yes! Okay!
Bukkake!
Yes!
Yes!
Box at once onto his forehead. Praying for some sweet, creamy relief from the heat. He's like, oh!
He's jacking off. Two men on his head.
He's got like 4 rolls going on.
He's got a baker's dozen going on right now.
Oh
Even
man!
in the pixels, you can see
Suffering, bro.
You can see how
This is the
pissed
equivalent
he
to
looks.
Christ on the cross for review tag. This is his moment of suffering and atonement. Maybe he should put the hot sauce in his own eyes to experience what he did to his daughter.
Look at this guy. He looks like a fucking fat Minecraft villager here. He's too fat, isn't he?
He really is.
That chair should get a 5-star review for its fucking.
Oh, look at him! Oh no, Rich!
You have to
That's
check the
tough, buddy.
Dropbox real quick. You checking the Dropbox?
That's the only thing that can give him comfort in these trying times is those underage bikini pics. He's salivating.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Eat it. Eat it. Oh my god, look at this fucking.
Oh, he's trying to mix it together.
Okay, let me zoom out.
Okay, so that went on for an hour, and and he barely said anything. That's really the best of it.
Fucking.
I didn't have to. This piece of shit streamed for 9 fucking hours.
Oh,
yesterday.
you were telling me like, you won't end this. I want to save it.
I want to edit this. I want to edit this. This fucking piece of shit. He wouldn't stop streaming, so we kind of had to, rush it a little bit.
A little rushed up. It's fine. It's funny as. All right.
I'll do the one with the worm.
No!
Scorpion's too much for me.
The worm sucker. Oh, buddy, he's gonna lick and eat the worm.
He's still only at 20 subs.
I know.
But he got no subs off that for an hour.
No support, none.
Well, like $10, I bet, in donations.
A few super chats came in making fun of him. RTU tries it. Look at him! Look at him! He's like hunched over in unimaginable agony. He looks like a pig monster there, buddy. Oh, buddy.
He looks like a man transforming into a pig in like a horror movie.
Look at him!
It's a
werepig.
werepig.
Did you see the sweat? Did you see the sweat glistening on the side of his fucking head? Bring it back.
Yeah,
Zoom in on the side of his fucking chrome dome. Look! Oh! He's sweaty! He's fat! He's old! He's bald!
RTU as an anamorph turning into a pig. Like, remember the anamorph? Can someone make the anamorph cover of RTU turning into a pig, please? I'll retweet ASAP.
Bro, that's so felted how he is there, man. That's like when you lose your kid's college tuition. And you're just looking like you stood on 20. The dealer just turns over blackjack. And you're just like gutted. You're just looking down at it. You just can't even believe it. That's where Dicker's is at.
Ashton, you know what Animorphs is, right?
Yeah, it was books.
Yeah,
Remember? They were
no. Someone's like, you don't remember.
There was a YTV show of it also.
I loved it.
I don't know if they got that show in America or not.
That show was great. And it starred the guy who played Iceman from X-Men. And he's also in that game, that David Cage game. Hang on, RTU. I'm going to actually see if AI can come up with what I'm thinking of. Okay, here we go.
I'll do the one with the worm. Hot ones ain't got shit on me.
Okay, hot ones. You couldn't.
Let's see Rich eat some ghost peppers. Let's see Rich actually really be in some agony and suffer. Like at this point, what he realizes is that no one likes him, and the only way he'll get money is to suffer. And so he's just desperate. He'll put up with any abuse, any sort of degradation, humiliation, as long as he doesn't have to put the fries in the bag. As long as he can just still get stoned every day and crap out these garbage fucking slop streams, he doesn't give a f. Look at this. He sucked on it for 5 hours.
Well, damn, the orange is actually delicious.
Which one is delicious?
He's saying the worm is delicious. He loves his worm pop.
You know, like Eat the Bugs is supposed to be like a bashing of like a liberal mindset, and he's actually sitting there.
He's embracing it. I mean, he's just happy to eat anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucker love.
Yeah, anything. It could be anything.
I'll be sucked.
By the way, wait, is he watching someone else make fun of his tattoo at the same time?
So he's watched now, I think, 4 separate streamers make fun of his tattoo. There was Smash JT in his panel. There was the Lolcow Live. There's this guy, and then his final and toughest task, his toughest challenge of all, a black VTuber.
Oh,
and
man.
And I focused on that one because it's the black VTuber that really put Ben's Rich over with Diameter and just takes him to town. Just takes that bussy and raw dogs it.
Oh. Thank God.
Did it work?
Oh, wait, is Chill Murray's in this? Bro.
Let's see. This review.
Not the black VTuber.
It's so good.
Dun,
It's
dun,
perfect.
dun.
It's actually perfect. Man. That's amazing, buddy. Now he's a ham.
He morphed.
Oh, man, that's so fucking funny, bro. That's exactly how it should look. It's literally perfect. It's literally perfect, bro. What does it say, the caption?
He morphs into a pig to save the world. Now he's a ham.
He's a ham.
That's really funny.
That's got to be a sticker, doesn't it? Let's get 10 subs for this Animorph Dicker sticker.
I
This
would
has
say
to be
that
a
one, the
girl.
second one, right?
That second one of him as the pig. Oh my god, it's too good. It's too good.
This is actually the
Yeah, strong like bull for 5 subs. This is
subs.
what AI is made for. AI is scary now,
I
bro.
know, dude.
That in 2 seconds, just perfect.
Yeah, just
that would
bang.
have taken some artist fucking like 2 weeks to make.
Yeah.
Dr. Herbert West for 2 subs.
I'm
You're
telling
only
you,
3
man.
away from the sticker goal.
No, and we're using it to work. Sorry, go ahead.
KOC for 5 subs. Let's go, KOC.
Let's go.
Dude,
No,
I'm
telling you
really
right now,
curious.
Too, I've showed Ashton some of the game that we're working on. We're using
Okay,
AI to
I
help
wanna-
us with some of the imagery.
Stand.
And Ashton, you've seen the cards, right?
I
They're
want to get
really
into
some
the
of them
part
are
with Chill Murray.
really good.
This is the most. I think this is my most impressed moment by AI so far.
Really?
I actually am blown away that it was that good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
It's like,
Whoa,
it's
did you hear
the
that?
most gelatinous.
Oh, that was like a triple felt, bro. Triple sow lol cow felt, buddy. Whoa.
I feel so sexy. I need him on my arm.
It's like
Whoa.
Rich
He
is the
just
most
said that. He just said that Phil is sexy and he needs him on his arm,
Oh, come on.
bro.
Come
Well,
on.
I mean, he is on your arm, but not in the way that you would prefer, where he's resting his head, nuzzling into you, cuddling. Now he's on your arm. Perfect.
It's so gay, dude.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking attention.
I'm gelatinous.
Yes.
You are.
Yes,
He's
yes,
gelatinous.
Yes.
He's gelatinous.
Yes. Holy shit, 14 retweets. Fucking Kino.
Already?
It's really good.
I know a winner when I see it. I know a winner when I see one.
Like 21 retweets. Holy shit, everyone go retweet it.
First old man I've ever seen to pull a stunt like this, dude. To get a tattoo, a DSP, man. And he scammed his viewers to do it. And I
Oh man, imagine
Lay
getting
down.
clowned on by black VTuber. And you notice Rich is always beefing with black people. He really hates it when black people clown on him and
Yeah.
dunk him. Rich's rogues gallery is 90% black, and it's because he's racist. He's
Yup.
an absolute vile racist pig.
You're right. It's
Blockbuster critic, black. Big Cheese, black.
black.
King Sly, black.
Black.
VTuber, black.
Black.
And there are
Quantum
many-
TV. Black.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like literally, right? My tweet being up for 3 minutes has more retweets than his DSP.
Big
tattoo.
cheese.
Oh no!
Bug cheese.
2 minutes.
That's what
Alright, let's
Rich
get into it.
likes.
This is kinda
Bug
funny.
cheese.
So this all started around January.
It fits.
Started about
Rich
2019.
loves bug cheese.
Oh, wait.
Y'all
What?
see him
So
eat
Rich
bug
is now
pizza?
claiming that this was his 4D chess master plan since 2019. That he's saying that he has fantasized about getting a tattoo of Phil for 6 years.
Oh my God.
I don't think he realizes that makes it a much larger L than it is. And it's a tattoo on his body, so it couldn't possibly be much larger. you know?
Yep.
But somehow he found a way. The gelatinous beast that he is.
You know, said he was going to announce it at 1,200 memberships. And as soon as he got
That's it.
1,200
This is the thing. He moved the goalposts. This was part of the scam, and I'm glad that this VTuber pointed it out. By the way, like imagine seriously responding to this VTuber. Rich claimed that he would get the tattoo of Phil at 1,200 subs. And
Yeah.
when he got the 1,200 subs, he moved the goalpost to
2000. Yeah, you're right.
What a
I
scammer,
forgot
buddy.
about he lies
Yep.
and does such like dumb things so often that it gets sort of like lost in the shuffle.
Not even he knows his own lies. He lies so often. He gets caught in so many lies during this. I couldn't even be bothered to edit together all of the contradictions about the price of the tattoo.
Mhm.
It's obvious that he lied. And that's
Yeah.
all we really need to know. Everyone knows he lied. It's just established fact. And the only people who don't accept it are like brainwashed lloids like Jostler, who would let dickers piss in their mouth and tell them it's fucking glacier
Oh my
spring
God,
water.
I hate that fucking guy.
memberships, he pushed the goalpost to like 2,000. And this is pretty much.
No, I didn't. I did
He
not.
went-
No, obviously, I wouldn't have all this shit around. I would have the tattoo.
Oh no! Wait! He said no,
Yeah.
he didn't. And then
He said, no, I didn't. And now he's going to be confronted.
he's gonna watch the evidence live.
Yes.
Diner, who I'm
And
going
this is
to pick out
recurring
very carefully. This will be Phil. We hit 1,200. Yeah. That was
Oh shit! I missed that. Chill got him dead to rights, bro.
Now he has an excuse. He immediately goes from that never happened to, well, if it did, there was a good reason why. It wouldn't have been enough money to get the tattoo, and it wouldn't have been what. Stop.
Oh my God. You know how people call me the Phoenix for losing things and look at this. Kino.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's good. That's good. That's Anton did that. Yeah, that was good, bro. That was good.
It would have been insanely, and it would honestly, unless I got it really big, what the tattoo artist told me, that's why I simplified it. It wouldn't look good.
No, it's
a lot of detail.
Oh my dear
That's
Lord.
he didn't want to spend the money is the reality. So he scammed his fans.
Buddy, can we? I know you didn't go over it because why even explain it? But
it wouldn't look good because it's
it's just it's so
a lot of detail. That would have probably actually been at least $2,000, and it would have just looked fucking like a jarbled mess unless I
that's what your
went
shit
to
looks like
multiple
now.
sessions, maybe, or maybe no, I'll just keep it Simon Belmont, and I'll make it so Phil's face is more pronounced.
Are you?
So Kino, buddy. The face of Phil appearing, it's like Icarus fucking hallucinating.
Or make
yes, he is, Phil. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
That's really good.
Like
he just goes, all right.
pandering and begging,
Lay
right?
down.
For money and memberships and subs.
No, lay down.
It was too funny, dude.
You know, Rich started having people pressure him. I feel like, you know, I've seen the
ones that pressured me were also the same ones trying to get it canceled behind the scene.
he had people telling
That
him,
never happened.
This is such nonsense, and it's the exact sort of same thing that Phil does, where it's like, oh, these trolls, they got my Switch 2 canceled. It's Duty's fault, or it's this detractor's fault. No, it's not. And the people who are making fun of you, like he's really trying to pretend that like Smash JT was calling tattoo parlors to get his tattoo canceled, or that 8-Bit Eric was calling tattoo parlors, or Keemstar was, or us. That's not the case, Rich, and you need to be able to distinguish between that. But in his mind, just like Phil, all of the detractors are a hive mind, all of the people making fun of him are a hive mind, and they all bear collective responsibility for everything that happens. How about, Rich, you take some responsibility for your shitty OPSEC that you told everybody where and when you would be getting this tattoo, and then I don't even really know if I believe his story that some guy called in as Phil's dad to get his tattoo canceled. Like, how does that even happen? How does Phil's dad have the authority to cancel his tattoo? It doesn't add up.
He's a child. Look, he's a child. Look, he has to get permission.
It's a scam.
Yeah, because there were people who were like, "Oh, you should have gotten it already." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I want to. And some of the places, like, here was the thing. Lauren, we went to some places by her too to check him out, and people were like, "Nah, can't do it. Nah, can't do it because like his face is a portrait. I don't have an artist that could do it here."
I don't believe
it. Then there was a place I actually
this
got.
This guy, he's genuinely trying to claim that in New York State, there were no tattoo artists that were capable of doing this. And that's why it took so long for it to happen.
It's such bullshit.
Like, I might believe him if he lived in like bumfuck rural Kansas, but he lives like 2 hours from New York City.
Yeah.
So I don't really
drive to city. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Actually, and someone called pretending to be Phil's dad and got it canceled.
How does that even work?
Phil's dad?
Yes, Phil's dad, David Burnell, called the tattoo parlor and said, I, David Burnell, I revoke the authority of Mr. Masucci to get this tattoo. And then the tattoo artist just went along with it, apparently because Rich and Phil are long-lost brothers, and Dave is their true daddy.
Okay.
So I guess
not
Dave
only
has
did
the
he
authority
go
to tell
along with
Rich
it, but
whether or
gave
not he
him
can get the
3
tattoo or
free
not.
hours.
I don't know. This is pretty insane. Phil Dad dub.
Okay.
Bring it
so
up.
What should I have just? No, there was no place I could have gone to initially, so I couldn't even say just get shitty
What are you talking
artwork.
about?
Wait.
There was no place.
Wait. So you just lied again?
Yes. There was nowhere that he could possibly go.
Except for that place.
At one tattoo shop, and that's why it couldn't happen because David Burnell canceled his tattoo.
Stop it!
It just does
What are we
not
doing
make
here?
fucking sense.
These lies are so easily like you don't even need receipts because like he fucks up the lie so bad that it's never believable in the first place.
I didn't clip it because I didn't want the show to go on forever with Review Tech. But there's a part in the show where he says that all lawyers are pieces of shit because no lawyer will take on his defamation case against Keemstar for free. He says that all lawyers immediately hang up on him when he asks them to do it for free, and therefore they're pieces of shit.
That's,
like,
I
he
didn't
says,
see
listen,
that
they just
part.
want easy money. They just want an ambulance
It
chase and get a
doesn't make
guaranteed
sense,
payout
Viga.
instead of doing what's right and standing up for people that are slandered. And it's like, Rich,
It's their job.
Rich, you take the easy path every fucking time, buddy.
time.
This is what you do. So
Oh
shut
my
the
God.
fuck up.
Every
Yeah, it's actually 1 gallon
time.
water bottle. Someone's asking about that. Yeah, no, dude. You know, Why won't they do it for free? Okay, why do you have to do things for goals then?
Like, I know that it's because he's asking them to do it for free, because there are attorneys that specialize in defamation. It's just they would like to be paid.
They'll do it for anything because they know they can just seep you with money.
It's like Rekida's lawyer, Randazza, whatever, Randazza. You know, he's built Rekida for 6 fucking figures or so, allegedly.
Yeah.
So it's not as though Rich couldn't find somebody to sue Keemstar. It's that people aren't willing to do it for free.
Yeah.
Place I could have gone to initially.
Hey, he gets the tattoo the other day, bro. I swear to God, it's like the most boo-foo, low-rent garbage tattoo I've ever fucking seen. It really-
that it's grayscale. That looks exactly like the
It's terrible.
You were too cheap. Like, come on,
This
Rich.
pixel art is awful.
It looks terrible, buddy. And you couldn't at least get like Simon and fucking Cutler. Like, what are we doing here?
It looks awful.
It's really stupid. I'll not say it.
It
The
looks
wings look
really
like the first boss
awful.
from Castlevania 1, and that is like, if it was the only way it would be more realistic with Phil's May first face is if it was in color. That's
It is
you were too
a
poor.
bad
It's
look.
awful. This
Look at his
tattoo.
Look at Phil's eyes. Look
Phil's
at the
eyes?
Yeah,
They
zoom in on the
don't
tattoo.
even look like
at the
eyes.
They're terrible.
This is
Look
awful.
Look at the mouth. It's just a line. It's literally just a line.
Yeah, and
I mean,
the pixel art's not even like the right dimensions on some parts.
it's all wonky. The line work's fucking busted. Like,
Look at
it's
this.
ter-
There's like a whole missing section here. It doesn't even connect like proper pixel art and goes out like on like a curve. So it's bad pixel art there. This is
Honestly,
garbage.
She says, how long till Rich is embarrassed? He already is embarrassed.
He's embarrassed.
That's why he's coping and battling with all of these other people that are dunking on him, laughing at him on the internet.
Yeah, like this is brutal.
It's like fucking near photorealistic. Here's the
Oh
thing.
my
I
God.
was there from 2:30.
It's one thing to say that you like the tattoo or that, you know, you think it was, but to say it's photorealistic, stop.
Come on.
Okay, so now Rich is-
Photo.
So this is now where we know for a fact that Rich is lying about everything. So
Yeah,
Rich claims that
he's
he was
full
at
of
the tattoo
shit.
parlor for 7 hours, that he paid for 7 hours of the artist's time.
No.
But the artist chose to only charge him for 3
Yep.
of those hours and work the rest for free. That's what Rich is claiming, that the artist, I guess, felt so bad for Dicker's poverty that he chose to like work for free for hours. What I think actually happened is he reserved a 7-hour block of time. The tattoo only took 3.5 hours, and then he was only charged for the 3.5 hours. Not that the artist, out of the goodness of his heart, I'm a big fan of the Dicker stream, decided to charge
You
him
gotta
half. It doesn't
switch
make any
too,
sense.
bro.
Yeah.
How are you liking
By the way,
it?
if he paid $2,000 for that tattoo, that guy.
I'm
it's
hoping
ridiculous.
for a
Almost 9.
Zelda
I was there
here
till almost
soon.
9. Excuse me. So what is that? 6 hours?
I want a brand new
$2.50
Zelda.
an hour. Hey Siri, what's
Hey Siri, how?
Boomer alert.
He's hey Siriing during a live show. That's so embarrassing, bro.
50 times 6.5?
250 times 6.5 is 1,625.
He only charged me. Hey Siri, 250 times 4.
Is Review Tech really asking it what 250 times 4 is? Like, you should automatically know it's fucking 1,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's
man.
really stupid.
Go ahead.
They only charged me. So I was definitely, Laura could vouch for me. She was there. She had to leave early. I had to have someone
We
else.
don't give a what Lauren thinks. He's always like, oh, Lauren,
Such a lie.
Lauren. Who gives you a bald fat
He's
bitch?
He's saying that he was given free hours of this didn't happen.
Buddy, and Lauren's a
And-
liar.
Also, but that's the thing, right? Is he says you can trust Lauren. Lauren can vouch for it. She has every incentive to lie because you make the money that puts the food on her kid's table.
Yeah.
So why would she tell the truth that makes you look bad? And he
Yep.
tries to blame everybody else for the confusion around the pricing when it's entirely his fault. And
Yep.
it seems shady because it is shady because the guy is constantly fucking lying and he's quoting different prices all over the fucking place that don't make any sense. And instead of just like moving on from this shit,
God
he keeps
damn,
going
they're
back
fucking
and adding new
cooking him,
details
bro.
and new lies and new contradictions and making it worse. You know what, bro? You honestly don't owe anybody an explanation about this shit, but you keep explaining it. What the fuck?
Hey Siri, what's my BMI?
This is like Phil mindset where it's like, well, if
I
I just
hate
lie
that
enough,
he
people will
likes
believe me.
Castlevania.
I was
'Cause
there
I
from
love
2:30
it.
past 8:30. That's 6 hours. I was anyway.
There's no way that tattoo
Then he
took
ends up
6 hours.
No, well, no.
It didn't.
No,
I've gotten tattoos.
There's no
I've seen
way.
friends get tattoos. It is not a 6-hour tattoo.
$1,000. Like, bro.
So if he charged me before a tip, yeah, we were getting close to about $2,000 if he actually wanted to.
This isn't worth $2,000.
So the guy, so this is the thing is, Rich claims that the tattoo artist did $2,000 worth of labor for him, okay? But chose out of the goodness of his heart to only
Yeah.
charge half of what he could have.
It just
Bullshit.
doesn't make
That doesn't add up,
sense.
Rich.
Bullshit.
That doesn't make sense.
This is like a 200
But it wasn't 2,000. I know they've seen. Let's see if
dollar
he talks
tattoo
about the
at most. At most. So it's funny to see Rich trying to just like get away with gathering all this cash, bro, just for a $200 tattoo, man.
What happened to the
Now,
audio?
okay, this guy's a little $200. Like,
Well,
he's like
this
gilding
guy,
the
I
lily.
don't know because he's gotten a lot of tattoos, and he's showing them on screen tattoos that he's got.
That's more than 200. Like, I don't know. I think
I
he's
don't
gilding
know.
the lily.
I think Review Tech is full of shit, and I think $200 is generous for the pile of shit that's on his. Buddy, he could have got that done for $50 fucking dollars. Come on.
Holy.
$200.
$400.
Like that, and he's trying to fucking tell you this shit costs $2,000.
This is not $2,000. Okay.
It's
There's
not.
no way it's even $1,000.
It's not $1,000 either. This is somewhere in the range. Really
600.
realistic. I'd say between $300 to $600.
Yes.
Yes. Is reality.
Yeah.
And then, bro,
Listen, if that is $2,000, you got so ripped off.
Damn. Well, then he's only
Yeah.
left with $5,000 for permanently putting Phil's fat face on his body.
And it's the worst tattoo.
The best felt in this whole thing is still to come, if you can believe it.
he's sitting here bragging, literally bragging. Yeah, I got the tattoo. Right? Yeah, I got it, man, and the support was worth it. I bet it is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's the stupidest thing ever.
I don't think many people outside of this circle do not think it's stupid.
What are you talking about? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Who?
Whoa, whoa.
That is the biggest lie so far.
Isn't it?
It's actually
many people outside of what circle? The circle of people online?
Internet.
Well, who else would be commenting on? Like, do people in real life, Rich? You're like real life friends, which I doubt you have. But they're like, sweet top,
Rich
bro.
doesn't
I
have
totally
any
know who Phil
goddamn
is. You owned him,
friends.
bro. They go like, what is
It's
this cringe internet shit
impossible
that
for
you put
him
on
to
your?
have
Can you
friends.
explain what this is?
Are
Well,
you
you see, there's
kidding?
this streamer called Darkside Phil on the internet, and 10 years ago he jerked off on stream. So I've been making fun of him as a career for the last decade. And I decided
exactly,
that the face he made
Reaper
when he
who?
orgasmed on stream, I was gonna
Everyone
permanently
says
put on my
it's
body.
stupid.
Any normal person go, what the f***? Are you retarded? There's what are you
Maybe
talking
his
about?
I
whales
would think
Vega.
if there was
maybe you have a
anyone
point.
who would understand,
I
and
mean,
not think it's
Jostler
stupid,
loves
would be
everything
an
Rich
internet person,
does.
a terminally
People on
yeah.
the internet, like DSP detractors, but every detractor I've seen has clowned this shit.
That's funny.
I've not seen one detractor on Twitter, Kiwi Farms, YouTube comments, anywhere that went, yeah, this is cool. Phil was owned. Phil was destroyed, bro. Phil's so embarrassed. Like,
Oh
Phil didn't
God,
even address
that
this
fucking
shit.
guy.
He got no reaction because apparently eating Subway was more important. So
It was a better video for sure.
maybe Duty told him it was sweet. I don't know.
Bro, this is the stupidest scam I've ever seen someone do, bro. And the cherry on top of it all, right?
What's the cherry?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh no, he's
Here comes the final felt
It's good.
down.
It's good. It's
This
good.
is amazing. Dickers gets destroyed. I think this might be the most brutal felt he's ever taken. Ever.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. The cherry on top of it all is that Rich really thought he was gonna go viral, bro.
No!
I have never won.
Here it is. Here he is. Tell me
Oh.
lies. Tell me
He showed the
sweet little
video.
lies.
We showed the video.
There's
He'll
two,
show it.
there's two possibilities here. Either Rich has just spewed so much bullshit over that he doesn't even remember the bullshit that he spewed, or two, he's just like viciously, maliciously denying reality, just choosing to be like, no,
That-
you know what? My audience will never look it up, and so I can just say whatever I want. But you know what, Rich? You know what, buddy? Maybe you should actually do show prep and watch the things you react to before you react to them, because you would save yourself from the massive embarrassment that's about to happen, buddy.
Yeah, Scuba Steve says his hand is gone. Look, his hand.
Once said that I was going to go viral. I actually said it's a very slim to none chance that I did.
Okay, not only did he lie, but then he like goes 180.
Oh yeah.
Fully
So in
lied.
fact, I said it would never go viral. When this clip gets played, it's so embarrassing for him, man.
It's
so
really embarrassing.
He's handless. That's replace it with a hoof.
I have said that from the beginning. Am I wrong?
You are.
Yes, you actually.
You are
wrong.
very, very wrong.
You're the most
this is
wrong you could be.
crazy, This denial of reality. It's Phil level,
You
where he
think?
believes that if he says it, it's true. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy,
kitty
like,
dude,
compulsion to
it's
lie.
not.
To always
I don't
lie,
think
no matter
it's
the scenario, no
as
matter what the facts
expensive
are,
as he
no matter
tried
if
to
you're even
claim.
on videotape. This is like that song by Shaggy, It Wasn't Me. When she caught you on camera, it was me. This is Dickers.
And then you tweeted it. Wasn't me. Am I wrong? Said the wrongest man ever.
I
You
have
bet
never once said that I was
$500.
going to go viral. Oh, it's going to go viral.
By the way, why
I
did
don't
you say
think it
this
was
when you could
500.
unpause it and see
I
that there's
really,
like
really
still
don't.
5 minutes of a video remaining?
An idiot.
Said it.
Okay, let's unpause it. Let's see.
Like, don't put words in my mouth.
Oh,
either,
my
man.
Oh man, this is crazy. This is so
Oh, no,
embarrassing.
my
No, he
toes.
doubles and triples down. You're putting words in my mouth. You're a liar. You're unreliable. There's no source for any of it. And it's like, okay, Rich, you're so wrong about this, and just proving me so wrong. But we're supposed to trust you on
Exactly,
everything else,
Vega.
even though that's also documented with videos.
What
and
up,
text
Andrew?
messages,
How are you,
receipt
man?
After receipt after receipt.
Dude, this is so funny.
The fucking crayon markings you got on you, of course they were cheap. I never said I was going to go viral because of this.
Quadrupled down. As many downs as his
You
chin.
know, he was gonna get some pats on the back doing this very stupid thing, man. That you can't just take.
Watch, he's gonna pause it and do it five times down. Watch.
This is stupid.
All right, yeah, no, I did say I was going to get attention. I never once said viral, though. That I'm sure of.
Oh my God!
Okay.
He's sure of it. He's like, okay, people in chat are like, "Are you sure, Rich?" I'm pretty sure he did say it. He's like, "No, maybe I said attention, but the word viral, no. The whole rant was cruxed around the word viral. Buddy. Like that was the whole thing."
This is funny as hell. This is why Rich is a low-cow, man.
That'll go viral. You want to know something that's going to go fucking viral? You want to know something that's going to go viral? I don't give a shit that people think I'm weird or whatever.
Silence.
Oh, I did say it.
Oh, no! That's the real fucking buddy.
I have to do it.
He said it, buddy. He'll insist that his like bullshit is always the truth and that everything everybody says about him is wrong. But if you were wrong about this, bro, what else are you wrong about? And if you're wrong about everything, everything we say about you is actually true, man.
Because it comes from him.
All right, I said it.
It gets even more embarrassing.
How? Wow.
It gets so much more embarrassing because it's not just like, oh, you know, he said this once. Like when you listen to this whole rant, it's so cringe and so delusional. And it's crazy. Like I don't even think he remembers this happening.
Because he's high all the time.
Dude, filming that experience is going to go viral. That is going to go viral. I'm going to eat it. I did say it.
Eat it,
loser.
That's going to go viral.
Oh, it's Rich's worst enemy.
Rich's worst nightmare, the black man.
So I have you got me on that one. That one.
Got him.
I'll give him.
He's crazy, man.
So you got me on that one. That one I'll give him. He got me on that.
Yeah.
Getting a Castlevania NES tattoo with his face on it, looking like he's about to nut again, will absolutely get millions of fucking views.
Oh,
man. That's what I want to
play. Even he is cringing out. He's like, no.
Because it didn't get anywhere near that.
Making someone else money. That's not my focus. I already tried that shit in January and February. I was probably talking about Local Live here. Yes, I definitely was.
Get ready for the cope.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ew, look at how hairy his shoulders are.
But you can't go like this.
He goes, what's it at now? What's it at now?
Let me double check.
He's double checking. It's so embarrassing.
We are at, where is that tattoo? We're at 31,000 views.
It's more embarrassing update. Why even say anything, bro? Why even say anything, bro? And those are Twitter views.
Which is like a scroll.
Here comes the salt in the wound. Here comes the big time salt in the wound.
Phil has went viral for playing the video game like a fucking dumbass. He didn't have to tattoo another man on him to make a point or to drift people.
Man, they are so obsessed. They are more obsessed with another man than I am.
What are you talking about? You just got a tattoo of this guy on your body. And because some guy points out that you're lower than Phil, who you're obsessed with, who's clearly relevant to all of this, because he can go viral and you can't, you then say that that person is more obsessed with him than you, who got him tattooed on you permanently. Right.
Look at that face. That looks like the face of a man that regrets his decisions.
That is also inaccurate. I don't regret it in the slightest.
He couldn't even say slightest right. He's like a slightest.
He trembled. He was tough.
He's high. No regrets, folks. So you should regret it. Yeah, you should.
Oh, the final shot of him, the guy laughing at him as he shirks away and looks down and to the left. Watch. Oh, that was the face of felt right there, folks.
Oh, man. All right, guys. It's almost 11 o'clock. I got to go to work in the morning, so I got to get out of here. Thank y'all for stopping by, man. It was really fun. I will see y'all tomorrow, man. Thank you all. Eat after touching your feet like DSP, bro. No, I'll wash my hands for sure. I won't eat without washing my hands. I promise. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. I appreciate you all. Take care. Oh shit! What was that? Oh no.